Welcome back to Voyages of the Defiance. This week is going to be a little bit different. We got 3 of our 7. We have Ethan, Captain Svensson. We have Blake, the bosun Stronheim, and we got our quartermaster Unios, aka Jabson. We are going to pick up where we left off, though. Here's a question: do you remember what happened at the very end of the last session?
We sold stuff for $1 million.
Yeah. Basically,
we made it.
Yeah,
made
you just made a fuck ton of money. I rewatched the end of the VoD because I assumed there was going to be something that happened. Because I remember you guys earning a bunch of money, but I assumed that there was something else. That was it. That was the end of the session. You made like $1.4 million, and then we ended the session. So that's where we're at. We're in the city of Amon. We're up bigly. We'll switch to the world map so we get a better vibe of where we're at. And so the obvious question is, what next?
Hell yeah, boys! I believe we agreed to conduct more piracy. Is that what we wanted to do? We wanted to get another ship and then call it good and head up north.
Yeah, one more easy clap.
All right.
How much time do we have left in the day, Eric's?
The day's over. We've spent I believe we paid harbor fees for 2 days, or maybe 1 day. And we have already done all of our deals. Tomorrow we could head out.
Okay, we do.
Can we buy tarps?
Yeah, you could absolutely buy tarps.
Oh, that's right. We need water as well. We have 6 days of grog, so we
yeah. So by that you mean you need grog because they don't sell water.
Yeah, we need to buy grog. Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's start with tarps.
We have like nothing in the boat now, right? 16 tons.
Yeah. So, how big of a tarp are you looking for?
Enough to cover our stuff so it doesn't get wet again.
Okay.
I imagine we're looking for tarps at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, multiple tarps, like 10 foot by 10 foot, and then you can sort of do with it as you will, is going to cost you 200 pence per tarp.
Oh, I forgot about the, forgot about the magic leather armor.
Correct.
Nuts. Oh well, we can just sell it the next time.
So, how many of these 10 foot by 10 foot tarps would we like to sell or buy? Sorry, buy.
Do you know how much it would take to cover like a ship's worth of stuff?
If we want to cover literally everything with tarps, we're buying like a lot of these.
How about like just the floor and like a bit up from the wall?
Okay. So we want to basically pad the entire cargo bay with tarps.
Our cargo went a bit bad last time, Blake, from the moisture. So we're just buying tarps.
We'd probably need like 60 or 70.
And that's 200.
Oh. How up to date is the? I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, continue.
How up to date is the inventory sheet? Because
I think it's perfectly up to date.
Okay, so we didn't sell the ballistas?
Nope,
not yet.
Okay.
No, we're gonna go up north and sell those.
So Jackson, if you want to drop 12 gold, you could get 60 tarps.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Good investment, I'd say.
Been done had, as they say in the business.
We definitely lost out on more than 12 gold the last time. So
guaranteed.
And are these sufficient at protecting from moisture, Alex? Like we don't need like.
They should work fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Technically, they're not, but Rudel and the carpenters can do work to make them actually waterproof. Because they're literally just cloth tarps, but you can smear what are they called, pitch and things like that on the length of them. It makes them a lot more hard and brittle, but it makes them like properly waterproof.
Okay, we'll do that. Can that be done once they're on the cargo, so they're hard and brittle in the shape of said cargo?
Yeah.
Or is that not a thing?
Yeah, you can do that.
All right. Cool. Yeah, we'll do that once we get the cargo then.
Sure. So we purchased a bunch of tarps. Grog, yeah. So we need 702. Oh wait, I think we need to do. Yeah, we should do this now. We need to do weight reassessments for food. So let me do that real quick.
What is that?
So basically, you had 60 members of the crew, and so all your rations and grog and all that stuff was calculated for that, and I didn't want to recalculate it every time you got a new member of the crew, so I was waiting until you got back up to your crew level. But we're there now. We have, as many people as we are going to have. So, I'm going to figure out what the new thing is, like how much,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Okay, there we go. That should be, maybe we should do one more. That was just, there we go, okay. So we got that. Then for grog, sorry, I'm doing some math. How much food do you want?
Ben to say things when things get quiet. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
true.
Much,
yeah, we don't have Ben to be. We need our Blake say thing. Speak.
How much food do we have?
What's up? What do you need?
I don't know. Vamp, fill the dead space while I do some math.
Okay. So I guess quick question: is it possible to extract dye from like flags we find?
Technically yes.
Okay. What colors are the Hethanian merchant flag?
Orange and red.
How well do orange and red dye sell for?
Not very much.
Alright.
Most of the sale, even if you got like purple, it's not going to be the nicest purples because you have to keep in mind that even dyes come in tons of different forms. There's like hundreds of dyes for different shades of blue. They're going to be using very cheap dyes on flags because they're so large. Also, it has been updated. We have 20 days of rations and 5 days of grog.
Nice.
Okay, so rations went up, grog went down.
Rations should have gone down. I think it was at 29 before.
We were at 18 before, I thought.
That doesn't make any sense because,
it's
definitely less, but...
Okay.
But yeah,
what do we say? Actually.
So how much do we want? We could also buy another barrel of fine ale because we are out of ale. We have wine still, but no ale.
How much does that cost? Sorry.
That was a noise. A barrel of fine ale would cost you 400 pence.
What are we using the fine ale for?
Alcohol.
Just drinking?
Morale.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. What about other like fancy drinks like coffee or tea or any of that?
You could buy coffee here in Amon. You could also buy tea. These would be typically bought in very small quantities, small enough that we would not record them on the ship sheet because it's going to be like personal items. If you want, I guess you could bulk buy them, but
That sounds expensive.
it would be very expensive, yeah.
Dude, we should go find where they make coffee and plunder a coffee ship.
Yeah? We want to attack Al Sarah?
Oh no, we don't want to do that. Never mind. I
Do
have
we
zero
want to try
desire
and
to do that.
sell the dinghies? I mean, it's a lot of weight.
I feel like we can just.
They weren't a
Are they?
horrendous amount of weight compared to like the tonnage we were taking on, but I mean, how much did dinghies sell for, Eric?
Barely anything.
Like nothing.
Yeah, we use
Yeah.
one for target practice, so we can just give
Yeah.
more to Andre if we need to get rid of weight.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about it more. I just assumed that we were looking to shove more food on our ship, and
Oh, we don't
Like-
need to. We're not like creased for volume right now.
Oh yeah, volume is
really?
not a problem. Yeah, we have plenty of room and everything. But the only question is, how many days of grog do we want? How many days do we want to be able to travel for? Because right now we can travel
So-
for 5.
How
Assuming
long does
no
it
rain.
take to get up to Amon? Not Amon, sorry. Get up to our little. Took 9 days to get from our little
Two.
pirating point, right?
From where to
There's
where?
no shot. There's no shot. It took 2 days. To get
Oh, from the little teal
northern
circle
tip of
to
the
Amon?
island.
It was about
Yeah.
a week, I think.
I think it's about a week. I don't remember the number of days.
oh, it
though.
was a week.
Yeah, it was
I
like
thought
There's no
we-
shot. It
Oh yeah,
took 2 days to do that.
yeah.
you also had
okay.
like a bunch of really bad days and 2 really good days, so that probably is about your average speed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so it takes a week to get up there. So we need at least 7 more days. I'd like 7 more days of grog. We probably want to be able to sit there for at least 2 weeks and then a week back, right? Oh shit, you joined.
Ben.
Hello.
Oh my
What's up,
gosh.
Ben?
Hey Ben, how you doing?
So cool.
Not great.
Well,
We are recording.
yeah, we are. So we're talking about
Wait,
how much grog we
has-
want.
Sorry. His session actually started, or are we
Yeah.
still bullshitting?
Yes, indeed, it has.
Oh, cool. Hi, YouTube.
Just didn't want you spilling your guts out.
Yeah, spilling
Yeah.
his beans.
Yeah.
Ethan, you said you wanted to buy 7 more days of grog, right?
So 7 to get up there. How long do we want to sit there? How long did it take last time?
Also, yeah, you don't need to do some crazy math. Average speed is 90, so you can just measure and then divide by 90, and then you know how long it's supposed to take. So the trip from your little thing was supposed to take 5 days. It ended up taking more.
All right, might as well do 7 to get there. How about 2 weeks to sit there?
Where are we going?
Oh, we're going
Pirate.
back to our pirating spot.
Oh, good.
Okay, so we want 7 plus. Okay, so we want 21.
Plus another 7 to get back.
Okay, geez, so we want a total
21
of
plus 7. I don't know
28
that-
days of grog.
I don't know that we need that much because we'll hopefully catch some rain this time.
Do you want to bet your life on that?
Yes.
I do not want to.
We also come back to
Dude,
game.
it's Galadrim. It rains
is
all the time.
Yeah, it does rain all the time. This is true.
It does. At which point we can go from there.
Okay, so we're gonna buy 28 days of grog.
Mutiny. He's spending all my money on grog.
Your money. I don't think it's Snort's money
Let it
yet.
be known, Snort is an investor. He is invested in this.
And I am more invested in it. So
That is
there we
true.
go.
He did.
Dude,
yeah.
if I don't get enough money, then I can't pay off my. Oh, did we leave town?
No, we're still in Amon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Because
Um,
I need to buy my apothecary shit.
All right, so I found the price of grog. We are buying huge quantities. Just so you know, we are buying 12 tons of grog.
I mean, that's fairly normal for a ship. this
Yeah,
size,
it's
right?
funny because it's just so much. But so in terms of pricing, this is going to cost us about 35 gold for all of it.
All right, I'll
Right,
take
the
it off.
amounts of
But sorry,
money
let's roll a charisma check. I think it is for your quartermaster thing. 'Cause
yeah.
This is well above
Yeah.
50 of quantity.
50
It
grog.
does.
What's the
Oh.
DC on the officer thing?
I'm not sure. I still have to put it on my sheet. Crazy.
Yeah, you can look in characters,
Sure.
officer roles.
Officer.
Should I beatbox for YouTube to fill the weird?
Damn.
You need to be like the verbal equivalent of Subway Surfers.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that. I can do that.
Yeah.
What'd you say the DC was?
Wah.
Decided by the DM.
Oh, shit.
As decided. Okay, in
Pants
this
out,
case,
boy.
I think a 13 is more than sufficient. So that would be a 20% discount. So a 20% on 35 gold would be.
Hell yeah, dude.
7 gold off, so a total of 28 gold. So remove 28 gold from the sheet. So you're paying 1 gold per ton of grog.
Dude,
Let's
fuck
fucking
yeah.
go.
So that's what? That's like.
I mean, they're all your own barrels as well. Oh, sorry. You literally don't have enough barrels to hold all that. You have to go buy 115 new barrels.
Oh.
So do we want to
No.
decrease it to how much we can actually carry?
Yes.
I would say
How much?
so.
How much can we actually carry?
23 days of grog.
That'll do.
All right,
That's-
then that
that's
means we are
fine.
saving a total of 10 gold. So you can add 10 gold to. So do you need the price or do you need to add back gold?
I've got it.
Okay, he figured it out.
I
He's
feel
a
like that's
genius.
less than. I feel like that's less than $1 per pound of grog.
Yeah, because it's grog.
Wait,
it's,
That
so
makes sense.
sorry, we're filling literally every barrel, correct?
you have 11 free barrels. Yeah.
Okay. This is a silly question, but Adrian,
Yes.
how do you choose which barrels you're filling?
I will not
no.
choose. I will not choose. Oh, you know what? I suppose it's not something I would think about.
Yeah, true.
Um,
The quartermaster would deal
literally-
with
Yeah.
this.
Literally, whichever barrel is convenient. So, like, you know, the ones closest to the door are the ones we fill first, and so on and so forth.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Roll to
Thank
see
you.
if he takes the snort barrel.
Well, yeah. You guys will just have to wait.
There's really
Flying.
good odds of taking the snort barrel.
So is there
gonna
anything
be
else we'd like to
slime.
buy in preparation for this voyage?
So how many barrels are there total, Alex?
There are a total of 363, and 11 of them are free.
Oh wait, I didn't put a D there.
Are we doing bottom 11 or top 11?
Oh,
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Either way, the snort barrel is gone. Did it have any of your shit inside?
Jesus wept.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Apparently you would though.
Snort
Yeah, well.
barrel.
That's where he was shitting.
Oh, no.
Oh god. Oh no, dude.
Oh no. All right.
Yo,
Is there
I'm
anything
eating
else we'd like to sell or buy for this voyage of the
How does
Defiance
one make
West?
grog, Alex?
Grog is, if you want to get really fancy with it, technically
bad
there
rum.
should be a percentage-based system, but what it is it's a tiny amount of rum diluted in water. What you're taking here basically is like, it's like 0.1, 0.01, like so little alcohol that it's basically just water.
But it's clean, right?
Correct, because it goes through a distilling process, which is why it's considered, and then it's watered down, which the watering down portion can sometimes introduce contaminants, but most of the time it doesn't, so it's better than water.
Then
Most
did
of
we
the time.
want any fine ale as a treat?
Oh yes, we did.
Cool.
There
Alrighty,
are 200
a
pence, you
single barrel of fine ale, I believe we discussed before, will be 400 pence, because you're just filling a barrel you already have.
All right, just one or how many?
Just one for 400
one?
pence, yeah.
We had just one last time. How quickly did we go through that?
You actually didn't go through it very much until you gave Georg access to it.
Ah, that would do it. Yeah. Georg can drink the fine wine.
I don't know if he would, but he certainly is capable of doing that. It's just not very alcoholic.
Well,
you can't,
fortunately,
forget
he-
your tragic life story if by drinking wine.
How much is 400 pence?
I
in
guess he drinks
silver
enough of
or
it.
Electrum?
In Electrum, it's 4 Electrum, so you'd have 89 Electrum left.
Yes,
Don't we just have pence?
we
You do
but
have
there
pence
was
if you wanted to burn
like
through your
n-
copper, yeah.
Like
It's
9,000
300.
pence.
We have
I guess that's fair enough.
9,357. I didn't want to do the math.
Based. So any other purchases or sales in the great city of Amon?
Wait, isn't that an Excel sheet? Can't it just do it for you?
Yes.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. All right, I'd be
How
sure.
much is a brewer's kit?
Brewer's kit? That's a wonderful question. Let me find that for you. Economy,
isn't-
tools.
I think-
Brewer's
I
kit
think
is 2
Adrian-
gold.
I think Adrian has one of those.
Does he?
I recall
yeah,
him
I do.
brewing, so
Yeah.
Would he be willing to teach Rudel?
Over 40 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't have expertise. Well, that's over like long rests. So
I don't think you're getting 40 long rests in this campaign.
All right. Never mind then.
Sad.
All right.
Oh no! Poor Blake. It's fine.
sorry, Blake. I would if it was like practical given this campaign.
Oh yeah. No, it's good.
Also,
It's
you guys
fine.
now could buy a smaller ship with your $1 million
yo.
ship pyramid scheme.
I'll just sit here with my 6 tool expertise.
I was supposed to get paid a lifetime of riches, but motherfucker bought a second ship.
That's pretty funny.
I mean,
Cool.
like,
Anything else before we
Is
leave
there
the
a-
port of Amon? Yeah,
Is there tobacco in Valeros?
of course there is. Yeah, it just typically takes second fiddle to other more intense forms of intoxication.
Neat. How much would like a cigar or tobacco?
A
pipe
singular
cost?
cigar,
Yeah,
40 pence.
40 pence. All right, I'm gonna get a
Mhm.
couple of those.
That's gonna be
Cool.
a shit one. You gotta buy that good.
Yeah, it's Galadrim grown
Yeah.
cigars are 40 pence.
the Cuban cigar. I guess
Yeah,
Galadrim
what's-
might be
Is not
Cuba.
Cuba.
What's the
Galadrim
Cuban-
is
what's the
not
Cuban
Cuban.
cigar in Valeros?
I mean, okay. I mean, you can probably guess this. It's a drug. It grows in somewhat arid climates. And there's one
Al-Sirah?
country. Yeah, it's like yeah, like Al-Sirah has most of the rare goods of Valeros. They're incredibly wealthy for that reason.
How much is silver to pence?
20 pence is in 1 silver.
All right, I'm gonna get like 2 cigars, which would be 4 silver, right?
You're using your personal funds for this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And yes, it is 4 silver.
I don't know why, but the conversion rate of pence in D&D just clicked in my dream last night. So now I know.
Well, funnily
I
enough,
do
this is
not
not how
trust
base
it.
D&D works at all. But
I do not trust something that came to during.
no, it came to him in a dream. You don't get it,
Dude.
Well, an electrum costs 100.
Yeah.
What is it? A gold costs 1,000.
Yeah.
A silver costs 20. A copper costs 1.
And then how much
a
does platinum cost?
10,000, I believe.
200,000.
200,000. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think a platinum is ever relevant.
True, based and true.
So
this probably not. No.
All right, sounds. Are we good in terms of inventory for the ship?
I want to buy something personal.
Oh
But,
yeah, sure. What would you like to get?
So now that we have this alchemy document, I want
Neat.
to buy alchemy stuff. It is a little confused. So they have a pricing sheet in here of how much things should cost. But given Valorous rules, it's wildly expensive. A common ingredient is up to 15 gold.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
Despite it being petals that any commoner could pick off the ground.
Well, presumably it couldn't be something that any commoner could pick off the ground, or potions and magic would be a lot more common in Valoros.
I thought that it was just that alchemy was hard to do, and I'm trained in it.
No. The
Oh.
goods are a lot less common than in a traditional world.
Okay,
where
so
potions would be
a
more
common ingredient is more expensive than the kit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the rarity of everything would also be increased by 1, similar to magical items.
Yeah. Darn it. In that case,
That's why
It
collecting them on your own
appears-
is the best.
it appears that I will not be purchasing anything.
You could ask the ship to do it if you're trying to make a specific potion.
No, I was gonna make poison.
Ooh. The ship could
So-
be interested in
You need a-
poison.
Wouldn't you need a poisoner's kit for that?
No, a poisoner's kit is for using poison. A alchemy kit is for making poison.
He is correct.
Oh, very interesting.
And the ship would not be interested in it. It's my own insurance policy.
Okay.
Oh.
I see.
Poison Adrian?
All right.
No,
well,
no, it's just
it's an insurance policy. He made it very
Yeah.
clear, actually.
You never have to use an insurance policy. It's just
Yeah.
insurance.
Yeah, exactly. He gets
All
it.
right.
Okay, cool. Final piece. Quartermaster Unios. Are we good? Are we chilling?
I
Being
think.
chilling.
Yeah.
Okay,
Being
cool. Then the Voyage Defiances. No, the Defiance Voyages. So let's.
I would like to play out one other
Yeah,
thing, like
definitely.
as we're gearing up to leave.
Mhm.
I would like to go find Adrian.
Yeah, so Adrian is standing on the top deck. He is organizing. They worked with a local brewery, and so he's just watching as massive, like, sort of long tubes with, people using their mouths to form these siphons are moving beer from the massive vats of grog into the barrels for the ship. So he's just, sort of surveying this massive transfer operation alongside the quartermaster, and you just sort of snort on over. It's one of these open-air breweries beside the docks meant for sort of this main thing, and Adrian is just sort of fascinated with the whole process.
Hey,
Oh,
Adrian,
uh,
Captain.
snort. Yeah.
You filled my barrel
Did I?
full of grog.
It wasn't marked.
It-
Did you have
It
anything in there?
was marked. In
By
the
what?
bottom of it, I had a picture that Democritus drew of me.
No!
Oh.
No!
I'm sorry. It wasn't. Kind of forgot you were living in a barrel.
I
we
talk
have-
about it a lot.
We have some extra barrels.
I know. I mean, I already found a new one, but
Oh, well then it couldn't have been that big of a deal.
well, no, it hurt me.
Were you in it at the time?
No, but my thing was, and it showed that you were inconsiderate.
I'm
My
sorry.
picture.
Oh, your picture. Oh.
Yeah.
Uh,
Also, I was talking to a crew member, won't say who, and I was telling them about how Crab gave me fire moss, and I described it, and they said it wasn't fire moss, and then one of them gave me real fire moss, and I gotta say, boss, I am gorked as hell right now.
I'll look at his hands.
You see
Illusion, you see nothing.
Oh, true.
You don't. Oh.
You look at supple
gonna
halfling hands.
I'm gonna grab his hand. I'm gonna feel it.
Warm. It's a little crusty in a couple spots.
A little crusty.
All right, I'll let go. Don't make it a habit while we're out to sea.
No, I mean, you know.
It's not in your contract, so it's gonna probably be a bit expensive for you.
All right, well,
Wouldn't want you getting into debt.
Yeah, I know, just like a couple days of it.
A couple days of it. How
Yeah,
much do you
just
have?
you know, just do it for a little bit.
Don't let it impact your job.
Yeah, no, of course not. Oh, and by the way.
Yeah.
I kind of struggle to think for a minute, and then I walk away.
All right then.
Yeah, he snorts away.
I'll look over to Unios.
Did Unios even pay attention to that conversation at all?
No.
Okay.
Maybe we should get him on the fire moss. That's the first time he's wandered away from a conversation on his own.
What? He just wasn't paying attention.
No.
Based units.
You return to
Doesn't
looking
even-
at the transferring of grog to barrels. It's like one of those like satisfying videos on like Reddit where it's like oddly satisfying videos and it's just like siphons of grog spilling into barrels. And
Like in real life.
yeah, but in real life, yeah. But eventually,
Dungeons and Dragons.
but in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that's a good point.
It's like Subway Surfer, but in real life. So we decide to leave Amon. Are we going normal, slow, or fast?
Normal.
Fast.
All right.
Normal.
We're
Slow.
going fast.
Oh, wait, I need to check something. Okay,
Unfortunately,
so
I don't.
you guys on the 21st, you raise your sail. Yeah?
Before we go, are we sure we want to go to the exact same spot since that one rich asshole knew we were there? Do we want to find something slightly different?
Weren't there like a very limited number of spots?
Yeah.
If
There
you
were,
want
like,
to
3
be
of
in a
them.
cove, yeah.
We could do the patrolling method this time, where we kind of sail up and down the coast looking for something.
Do we want
but
to
then we
hire
can
something leaving
potentially-
Al Sarah because they
No.
wasn't there like a town nearby that
That's
was
an
like
instant no.
No, nobody wants that.
I have zero desire to pirate anything from Al Sarah.
Bro, I'm back in the caves right now, and I
'cause,
still think no.
Because remember, when we go to sell it, they're going to heavily inspect our ship for anything All-Serenian. And if they find it, I don't think whatever's going to happen to us.
Are you
is
planning
gonna
on
be
selling an Amon?
Probably.
I
Oh,
sort
okay.
of, yes. That
Cool.
was sort of
Counterpoint,
the
we
plan.
antagonize every major power. We're pirates.
Yo.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
Not even a real pirate talking about being nice to people.
Okay, now that I can get behind.
All right. Or we could have a
Give me a
chance
start
at
talk sense.
this being, done right and not do that.
Boy.
And not
All
get
right.
all killed
Well,
by
unfortunately,
Amon
before we decide
Sound.
where we're voyaging to, there is a small problem. Amon Sound normally has winds that change directionally based on the season. So during the winter, they push to the southeast. During the summer, they push to the northwest. But sometimes strange storms will fill the Amon Sound, which make it so that it's functionally navigable. That's what I was thinking of. Unnavigable. Trafficable. And as you guys raise your sail and get ready to leave on the 21st, a tugboat will come and they will inform you that you should not go out to the water. A hydromancer in the city, the only one all of Amon has, a wizard specialized in the movement of bodies of water and the wind in the air, they have informed everyone in the city that a storm front is coming and Amon is likely to be unnavigable for about a week and a half.
Let's go. We gotta go.
As in, like,
we gotta go.
But it's. I'll ask the tugboat man. It's navigable now.
Maybe for a couple more hours.
Yeah. Go.
Where's the storm coming from?
Yeah.
Southeast.
Yeah, let's go.
Southeast. So literally the exact direction we want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Let's go.
We could go north.
No.
Or
Go Storm. Go Storm.
Fucker.
Now go Storm.
Am I on the poop deck?
Come on.
All right, I kick Snort off.
Hey!
No!
Deck save. No, fuck you. You can't get away with this. A disadvantage because I'm on that moss.
Yeah, you were on that moss. Yeah, you managed to catch yourself. You easily retain.
We gotta go Storm.
Oh, you're still
We can make it. We can make it. We always make it. We have never sank in a storm.
You gotta mix it up, Adrian. He's getting used to your antics.
All right, I'll move to directly just yeeting him over next time.
No! Make an athletics check. Resist him.
No, I'm not actively.
Oh, okay. Next time. Okay.
I will resist.
You resisted last time and you got lucky.
Yeah.
We probably shouldn't go near this.
Yeah.
Snort
Muttering to himself is like the best. It's the tits. The absolute
tits.
All right, so it's be stuck here a week in a storm.
Yeah.
No. Go into the storm
by a psychotic warlord. Tough choice.
Travel through storm. The third option, travel through storm. It goes
It's
fine.
it's only like an extra day to go up north, and we wouldn't be going. Well, I guess that's pretty fucking close to Findor. It's like 14 miles away from Findor.
Weren't we specifically told by like the super powerful guy that like tracked us down not to go on the east?
No,
side
he told us not to pirate over, which we would not be. We would not be.
Okay.
We'd just be sailing over there. Okay, it's only it's like a day longer to go up north, as long as we cut across to Linville, that is.
No, Captain, you're making a mistake.
I say we just wait it out.
Yeah, wade out into the water. I agree with you, Neos. Go see the storm.
A week and a half.
The wind is already starting to pick up.
Yeah.
All right, we'll stay. Probably
All
for
right.
the best. Did we give the men shore leave while we were here?
No, but I think they still had some left over from last time.
2 weeks will be the longest shore leave you've done since you started this voyage.
I think we did give them shore leave.
Not in this city.
To raise morale. Not
You
in this
did,
city? I thought
just
we
not
did.
in this city. You did it in Findor?
Findar, yeah.
Fendar, yeah.
Ah.
And then you gave Snort money in this city.
Yeah. Snort money.
Yeah, we let him grift us into buying his own poisoner kit. So
Yeah, you did do that. Yeah.
Insurance.
Wait.
All right,
So why don't you just buy poison?
All right.
Because it's a fortune.
I'll look at
Yeah.
Eneos. How much did we disperse for a week the last time? Not when we gave him the bonus money. Time before that.
Let me look at the sheets. would have been 18 gold total. Or no, it would have been we keep changing members.
Yeah, that's a good point.
25 gold total for 58 members. That was around 4 electrum, 1 silver, 10 pence each.
Okay. Let's do 6 electrum, 3 silver, 30 pence.
Okay, so that would be a total of
Trying to not cuck them on the money changers.
42 gold that you're giving out to the crew. 42
This is
gold
for-
and 7 electrum and 4 silver. Per, and then that's the total amount, and then per crew member would be what you just said.
I know it's a lot of money, but like we're staying here for more than a
Okay.
week this time.
Yeah, sounds good.
Good.
All right, paid
Jackson,
out 42
that-
gold.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not actually doing that yet. I'm going to. I
Okay,
was
you're
talking
asking
to
Jackson.
to see
Okay.
if that was- yeah.
Yeah, I'll do
Sounds.
it. I'll record
That
it.
sounds. All right, let's gather the crew then and inform them.
How much silver and pence was it each?
It was 4 silver, and then
30 pence.
oh, sorry, it was 3 silver and 30 pence. Okay, there we go. Boom, updated. Added to the sheet. Yeah, you gather together the crew. Most of the crew look up towards the sky. They feel like, the whisking of wind. They can hear
Where
rain in
is
the
it?
distance. Oh, it was in that box. Now it's gone.
I was typing in that one too, so.
Oh, I see. We did a little trolling. That's cool. Well, then I'll put it back. 42 gold.
Shouldn't have bought all that grog.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah, because now you're just sitting in a harbor.
Could
Yeah.
have just gotten it for free from the fucking
Real.
storm.
Real. Because it's going to be storming for ages.
Yeah.
Epochs.
All right.
We could put the
Alright.
other 11 barrels out.
Well, I mean, that's what, less than a day of water for the whole crew?
Correct. In fact,
Can't
it's
hurt.
so little that it's not even a full day.
No, it's... All right, boys, we got a storm coming. Looks like it's going to be here for a while. The fancy wizard of the city says about a week and a half. So, we're given shore leave after all. You'll each be getting... We'll look at Unios.
7 electrum, 2 silver pieces. Or no,
What?
6 electrum, 3 silver pieces, 30 pence each.
For a week and a half, maybe 2. Just however long the storm lasts.
Yeah,
Is it
everyone
7
nods.
Electrum?
What do I add?
Is it 7 Electrum? you
6
said?
electrum,
6.
3 silver, 30 pence.
Wonderful.
Cool.
All right.
Also, Unios and Adrian, you should make sure to add that because I am always including you in these
Yep.
calculations.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, that's a very healthy amount of money. The crew doesn't mind doing some shore leave. As far as they're concerned, you guys are millionaires, which I guess technically the ship is. So they're going to celebrate.
Oh yeah. Disperse.
Yeah, they leave the deck behind.
Don't. You are not required to return to the ship that night.
Hog. That means prostitution time. Let's go.
Let's
Did
go!
they
let's
not require
go,
us to
let's-
come back at night? The port authorities?
Not this one, no.
No. Alright. Did you take 42 gold from the treasury yet?
No, I haven't touched the treasury.
Alright.
And how does my cabin fare in storms, Alex? Is it still relatively comfortable? So
Yeah.
If we're like docked.
Yeah, as long as you have the carpenters maintaining the waterproofness of it, then yeah, it'll be comfortable.
Oh, they are not going to be here. So
Then
they-
no, it would eventually probably start leaking a little bit.
Okay, I will. I'll inform like Unios, Rudel, and Gayor of a shitty hotel I'll go stay at.
Okay.
Yeah, don't want to stay on the ship in weeks.
Yeah, so the estimate of the hydromancer is a little bit off, as is to be expected. It's going to be 2 full weeks, the longest a storm can last. Like, if you guys had got caught in the Hammer's Fall by one of the nightmarish storms there, the longest it possibly could have lasted is 2 weeks. And that is what has happened to the port of Amon. So Amon Sound is just like nightmarish hell. Basically like a tropical storm, a borderline hurricane is moving through Amon Sound over the course of the next 2 weeks, tearing up coastline, sending any ships in that would be obliterated. You definitely would not have survived. So as a tropical storm rages through Amon Sound, what are you guys up to? 2 whole weeks.
Shit, we can probably find some buyers for some of the stuff that we forgot to sell.
Yeah,
true.
How about that? Let's see, the studded leather armor. That magical one, and then the plate armor as well.
Cool. Yeah, so there's no, like, unlike Mythosia or other places, there is no, in the city of Amon, there's no official method for selling anything of this, like armor or magic or whatever. So where would you go to sell this?
Well, we went to the market, the convoys, like where the convoys come in.
That was for bulk items.
That was for bulk items. Yeah, but it'd be a good place to start, right?
Is there just like an armorer somewhere?
There are a weapon and armor smiths in the city, yeah.
I mean, you could try and get like a meeting back with that one with Dojin guy. See
the tailor.
If he wants. I mean, like it's still like clothes related, and it's also magic. I mean more for the, like
it's clothes related. That's very funny.
It's clothes
You're not
related.
wrong. It's just but it's like trying to sell a tailor an exoskeleton. Like you're not wrong. It is clothing related, but.
I'll go to the fanciest armor we can find.
Great, so there's 3 in the city. So you go to one that actually has like a fully enclosed shop rather than an outdoor smithy. You are drenched by the time you get there because Amon is, getting hit by a tropical storm. So you are soaked through as you step up into the shop. Behind the counter is a Galadrim man, tall, lanky, pale skin, black hair, average half-elf. He has several apprentices you can hear working in the back, but the master himself is sitting in a chair, taking a moment to relax. And as you enter the shop, you can see a couple pieces of his art, because he doesn't actually keep like sets of armor here. Instead, he has these beautiful like manuscript drawings of things that he's made in the past on the walls.
Hi there. Was wondering if you buy as well as sell.
Potentially.
All right. I'll show him the dinged up plate. I know it's not in very good condition.
Did you? What piece are you showing him? Did you take the whole set with you?
That's a good point. I'll show him.
Yeah. Can I show you something? Clearly holding an entire set of plate armor.
I'll show him the breastplate, the helmet, and
he inspects it and says, "What'd you do to this stuff?"
We found it like this. Yeah, I know it's not in very good condition, so not at all expecting full price.
Yeah, it's not rusted. That's a good sign. He flips over the helmet, and he seems to be feeling around for something, and then he finds it. He feels the maker's mark. Ah, that's why it was so familiar. I see. All right then. I could buy it off you for 30 gold.
30?
For the whole set, yeah. I assume you have more than just this.
Yeah, we have the whole set.
Yeah, 30 gold for the whole set.
Ask more.
Oh. Genuine question. Why so? I know it's in bad condition. I was even expecting a bit more than that. Is there a reason that it's not?
Well, here on Galadrim, not too many people use plate armor, and I in fact know the man who made this. It's not that he's a bad smith or anything, but he makes bulk items, quantity goods. You'd never be selling this for as much as standard plate. Then there's the fact that it's clearly gone through years of usage. That alone takes it down, the fact that it's not brand new. And then these dings here, most of them are just superficial, but there are a couple of genuine damages to the metal here that could eventually turn into cracks. So all told, I'm not going to be able to sell it for even half of price of a new set. So
I'll look at Unios. What do you think?
I don't know anything about this.
I'm just saying, like, he specifically knows the maker. We might be able to get more from someone who doesn't. Not on the island.
Possibly. If it's in
I'm-
bad condition,
I'm just,
like you said.
I'm just not sure it's. Just not sure it's worth that much.
All right. What about the other armors?
Oh, I mean, I think we can just go ahead and sell it though. Probably be all right. I don't think we're losing out on that much anyhow.
All right.
All right, we'll take it. Take 30 gold for it.
All right, I'll need to see the full suit on a mannequin before I'm willing to turn over the coin. But if you want to bring over the rest of it,
Well, we have one other thing. Not sure if you're gonna buy it, but I'll show him. I think is it still halfling sized?
yeah. Well, goblin size.
No, because you're carrying it.
Or the goblin
He's
sized?
not wearing it.
No.
Oh no, you're right, because he's touching it with his hand. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So it
Yeah,
would have
it's
turned
me.
into human size before.
Yeah, true.
I'll show him this. How, Unios? How big are you? What are your dimensions?
Let me check.
So I'd like to think
am-
that wasn't out of character. Adrian looks over and says, "What are your dimensions?"
I am
What's you weigh?
180 pounds, and holy shit, 6'1". I shouldn't be that tall.
He's so big.
Okay. We're actually kind of similarly sized. Never mind.
Yeah.
Probably. How big is the blacksmith?
He's very tall and skinny. Average Galadrim
Okay.
half elf.
This does. I'll set it on the. I'll
Yeah,
like
with that
lay it
moment.
out so it's all flat. Can you go ahead and touch that for me?
Yeah, he touches it, and the armor thins and elongates, and he goes wide-eyed. Wow, that's quite impressive.
Does that? I'm not sure if you buy items of this kind. Or
No, certainly
know
not.
Where I can sell them.
I mean, for something magical like this, I suppose you could try to sell it to the wizard, but I don't know how much interest he'd have.
Are there any private buyers that may be interested in something like this?
I have no idea. I don't deal in magic.
Oh, right. How could we get in contact with the wizard?
Just go to his tower, I guess.
Okay.
This is
All
the one
right,
that predicted
well,
the storm.
Is that the hydromancer?
Are you asking him?
Yeah.
No, it's Arcanist Lucian. One of those Mythosians that came over with Trajan.
All right then. All right, yeah, we'll go and get him the rest of the armor.
Yeah, and he'll assemble it on a mannequin to try to make sure there's no, like,
Out
glaring
of
flaws.
character, would we not have bought the silvery chainmail too? Or just the
oh,
plain
yeah.
halfling armor?
There's no
Oh
point.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is.
I did forget about those two things. Yeah, okay, yeah, let's bring those two things as well.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah, when
we're
you
not-
come back with the rest of the armor, you also come back with the chainmail, and what's the other thing?
The normal halfling armor that we got from the guy whose feet we cut off.
The leather armor?
There's studded leather armor for the
Yeah.
halfling, and then there's the magical studded leather armor.
Yeah, so you're bringing leather armor to an armor smith?
Uh,
Yeah, I don't think he.
fair point.
Okay, so we bring the chainmail. As the armor is assembled on the mannequin, he seems to be inspecting it for any missing pieces, but there aren't any. So he will tell one of his apprentices to go grab 30 gold, and you can, while his apprentice is doing that, you can pitch him on the chainmail.
And we also have this. Show him the silvery chainmail.
Yeah, he picks it up, and he seems a bit surprised by its weight. Oh, I thought it was mithril for a moment.
No, unfortunately not.
No, it isn't. What is it, silver?
I think, but I was hoping you could tell me.
Mind if I take a link?
That's not going to decrease the value or anything like that.
I mean, it will, but that's how you determine what material it is.
Oh. I guess.
All right, then. And he will carefully get a hammer. He'll go to the very bottom hem of the chainmail, and he'll take one little link off of the mail. You know, one of thousands that form it. And he will head into the back. A moment later, one of his apprentices will merge with 30 gold and hand over, a half full bag to you. And the plate armor is gone. It is theirs now. And he will go test this link of mail back in the back rooms of the shop. And when he comes back out, it is like unironically like 20 minutes later. It's been a fat minute. You've just been waiting. But when he comes back out, he seems a bit surprised, and he has a little like basically nugget of silvery white material, like the metal, tiny little like compressed version of the link, and he'll say, "Well, I was wrong. It is mithril."
It is? Why is it so
is.
heavy?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It shouldn't be that heavy if it's mithril.
Alright,
I don't know what it is.
Okay, I guess we'll take that to the wizard then, too. I think you understand if I don't want to sell it anymore.
That's also way outside my price range. I mean, that feels like it's 20, 30 pounds. That much mithril will be selling for a fortune.
Alright, yeah, we'll see if we can, let's see. I'll give him an electrum for testing it.
Yeah.
How much of a fortune do you think it would be worth?
Well, I've heard that in the West the price of mithril is pretty low. But, I mean, out here on Galadrim, not like we got many dwarves here, I've heard mithril going for as much as 70 gold a pound.
Holy fuck. This isn't...
30 pounds.
It's not pure mithril, is it?
That's what I'm leaning towards, based on the fact of its weight. The link that I tested is pure mithril, but if this whole thing was pure mithril, you'd expect it to be lighter. My guess is it's some sort of mithril alloy made by some human smith, but I'd have to get more links to test, and at that point it'd start impacting, because I'd have to try things from different parts of the chainmail. At that point it would start impacting its integrity.
I see, alright.
My guess is silver, or, well, silver's expensive, probably a tin alloy.
How much mithril do you think is in here?
Couldn't say. I'd have to test it further. There are ways to do it. If you find an alchemist in town, I hear that they can do it just by rubbing some oils on them.
Oh, well, okay, yeah, well, we'll try that then. Alright, thank you. And I guess before we head to the wizard, we should head to the alchemist.
Yeah.
Yeah? The alchemist snort.
Yeah.
The alchemist.
No, not him.
No shot.
I don't think of him as an alchemist.
Sad.
Come on.
Yeah, you head into the
letting
city,
him near it.
and there is an alchemist
so
shop in
great.
this city. He mostly sells alchemy supplies, Erlenmeyer flasks and round bottom flasks and all the different glassware used in alchemy. But you head to the shop. You head inside. There is, I believe this is the city with the Alceranian alchemist shop owner. So as you enter, he will speak to you in Ancient Apep. Sorry, Neo
Common?
Apep. He'll say in Common, not very well.
I'll say Sylvan.
Ah, yes, of course.
What other languages do you speak, Unios?
Dwarvish, Mythos, Delian. And
Okay, do you speak Mythos?
The man blinks.
Delian?
Blinks.
Alright, well, I'll let Unios take over.
Okay.
Okay. We have a set of armor, but we believe it may be made of mithril, but possibly an alloy. We wanted to see if you would be able to alchemically test the integrity of it.
Oh, that could certainly be done.
What would it cost?
He takes a look at the chainmail that you're holding. Probably about 300 pence.
300 pence, and it wouldn't damage the armor at all?
No, it would discolor it temporarily.
Alright. I'll tell the captain in common. 300 pence, it won't damage the armor. Seems like a good deal.
Sounds fine then.
Okay, I'll nod to the shopkeep.
Yeah, he will, extend his arms to pick up the chainmail. You hand it over.
I'll ask, how long will it take?
Less than 10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes, alright. And yeah, we will be here.
Okay.
I'll hand it
Yeah,
over.
he heads into the back of his shop. You're not exactly sure what he's doing back there. That shifty, shady alchemist. Maybe you've fallen for a basilisk oil salesman. Who knows? But eventually, he will
Here's Al
emerge.
Serena.
Eventually, he will emerge with your chainmail near the chest, near the arm, and near the bottom hem. There's these patches that are like an inch by an inch where the metal is very discolored. It's almost black and it looks a little bit oily. And the alchemist will place the chainmail on the desk in front of him. And you notice there's slight difference in the sheen. So at the bottom of the hem of the chainmail, it's almost pure black. Whereas near the shoulder, near the chest, it's a much, much lighter black.
Well, the results?
I would say that across this whole garment, there is perhaps 5 pounds of mithril.
5 pounds. And what is the other material?
Tin, and a little bit of copper. Some iron as well. Basically, this garment, and he moves his fingers down to the hem, started as a full mithril garb. All these links here are pure mithril. But as you move upwards, there are different amalgams used. I would say that in terms of structural integrity, this is a very substandard piece of armor.
Yeah, that sounds.
Oh, so they just straight up ran out of mithril while making it.
Presumably.
That is very funny.
But there's still 5 pounds of mithril in there, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Would it be
If you're
possible to,
looking to resell this, which I'm guessing that you are, considering, and he just sort of gestures at the general equipment that you guys are carrying, because I don't think either of you wear like plate armor or anything. He'll say, if you're looking to resell it, I recommend that you work with. I know someone who could help you melt it down into constituents components.
All right, who is he?
I would take a finder's fee, of course.
How much?
I can go talk. Well, my finder's fee. I'd have to talk to him, see how much he'd charge for a job like this. I guarantee you it'll take several days, though. Separating out all the different components of this could take a bit.
All right, let me talk to my friend here for a moment. He says that it is about 5 pounds of mithril, different materials used to subsidize it, tin, copper, iron. He
Better
says
than
he has a...
nothing.
Huh?
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing, yes. He says he has a friend who can help us melt it down for a finder's fee. I don't know if we want to do that or...
Or finder's fee. How much does he want?
Eric's, I forgot. Fuck.
He didn't say.
He didn't say. He didn't say.
Didn't say.
Yeah.
I'll look up at the guy.
He wants to know the finder's fee.
As I said, I need to discuss with the man in question about the job. It's going to be a percentage.
Oh. Yeah. He needs to discuss with the man he would be doing the job with. It would be a percentage.
And that, can that smith we went to not just do it?
We could ask him.
Yeah, I'd say we're probably better off asking. We can always come back to this guy and go from there.
I'll tell the Alceranian. We're going to look at some other contacts. We may be back.
All right. And he'll hand over the chainmail to you.
All right.
Have you, did you pay him, Jackson?
Yeah, he did
Did
charge
I?
you 300 pence for this, so.
Yeah, I took it out of the treasury, so
Okay,
Cool.
yeah, that's
hand it to him.
Yep, that's
You guys head
All
back
right,
to the
let's-
smith. This
Yeah.
time the smith is back in the back, so one of his apprentices is manning the desk, a younger man in his early 20s, human. And as you approach, he'll say, welcome back.
Yeah, can we speak to the important guy?
The master smith?
Yeah, him.
All right. And he opens up a
Important
door.
guy.
and you can see sort of the brightness of like sort of orange colored light from heated metal and forges, and he heads inside, and a little bit later the master smith will emerge coated in sweat, wearing an apron instead of like proper clothes, so he's just like a very loose fitting white shirt. You've never seen a half elf so like exerted before. He's also very muscular due to swinging hammers all the time, so he does not match your mental stereotype of what a half elf looks like.
Never seen a half elf so exerted before.
Yeah. And he will lean against the counter, taking a couple deep breaths. Yes.
Can you break this down into its constituent, bits? We figured out how much it was.
No.
How much everything
I don't
was.
work in Mithril.
No? Do you know someone who can?
Not in this city.
Yeah, much.
And if there is someone else who's claiming they know someone who can melt it into constituent parts, are they telling the truth?
I mean, if they got contacts in other cities, they very well could. Here there's a couple of those folks in St. Knezer. There used to be one in Quavani. Last I heard, he died, though.
But no one in this city.
Not that I know of.
It may be better selling this somewhere else. Although, I suppose we wouldn't get as good of a price for it.
Yeah, I'd say we wait. The city is filled with too many con men.
Maybe we wait. Alright.
This city
Alright,
is
thank you.
filled with too many con men. Dude, he's kind of spitting right now.
The master smith heads back inside. You guys leave, and do you return to the vessel?
We wanted to go to the wizard, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's,
Okay, cool. Yeah, you head towards the
find
center of
this
the
wizard
city.
tower.
Amon, you don't know what its central government building was before Trajan moved in, but he is in the process of building a ziggurat out of great stone blocks, though that is not finished yet. So the current, centerpiece of government is a small little, probably it was once a church, like a wooden building nearby with several different floors that's been converted into like, the town hall, the governing building of the city. And beside that, constructed through what is clearly a stone shape, like many, many stone shaped spells, because it's stone without a seam, is a wizard tower that climbs about 80 feet into the air. It's probably the tallest structure in the whole city.
There a door?
There is indeed a front door, yeah.
Alright, I'll go and knock on the door, I suppose.
Yeah, you give a knock at the door. You can hear talking from inside, so you just sort of open it, and inside you can see that there's a waiting room with several people inside. There is a young man, a young human, behind a counter, sort of like, bringing a bit of Mythdosia, bringing some things from home to here. And so there is a ticketing line of people waiting. So they like hand out a little scrap of paper, and then you sit in the waiting room.
Eric, I want to bring the, should we bring the vampire ornamental dagger? Or no, that's not magical. But he might be interested in vampire stuff.
Alright, maybe, yeah. We'll just snag it and then come there.
Okay, yeah, you get a ticket, and Unios goes to grab the dagger. The ticket you receive says 174 in Mythosian script.
Oh, still Mythosian even over here, man.
How many people are in this room?
About 5.
Oh, okay. I'll go, I'll go ask someone, hey, what ticket you got?
I can't read this shit.
Wait, I'll take a look at it. What ticket
74.
God damn it. You have ticket 74.
These are numbers?
Yeah, it's a ticket number. What do you think it was?
Well, I know they're tickets. I didn't know they actually said something, though. I thought they were just symbols.
Oh, that's a number.
All right, then.
It's just.
I have to go somewhere. Take care of some extended business. I don't suppose you could trade with me, would you? I don't.
I don't think so. I got this 4 days ago.
Oh, I see time's not going to be an issue here. Okay, then. Time to duck out.
All right, you leave the wizard tower as quickly as you came. Do you still have the
And
ticket?
I get back when
I
Adrian
still
not
have.
there.
All right. Yeah,
I'll find Unios.
yeah, you're walking down the harbor to go to back to the wizard tower, and Adrian approaches you holding a little ticket in his hand with script that you can read because you do speak Mythos. So yeah, it says 174.
Oh, a line?
Some dude had 74 and he had been there for 4 days.
Perhaps we could have one of the lessers on our ship wait there.
Oh yeah, I forgot forget we can use them for other things sometimes. It's a really good idea, actually. Okay, I'll go find a dead slave or a
Jesus
regular slave.
Christ! Yeah, you'd go find one of your.
I don't know
Yeah,
that that's such a
oarsmen.
good idea because they might just leave, but you know, one of the shitters who maybe volunteers.
One of the shitters. I'll go find one of those the broken ones that we got. The mentally broken ones. They probably will leave, right?
Yeah, I
Probably.
mean, you do have those, yes.
Those are the ones I'm concerned about, like leaving.
You are? You're not concerned about the debt slaves leaving?
I'm concerned about both leaving.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, who's on the ship at the moment that isn't a debt slave? Is
The
anyone?
cook, 2 of the carpenters, Democritus,
I can
Crab.
make any of them do it. Maybe I could make Democritus do it.
I think Democritus hates you.
Rude.
It's true, but you know, I can.
Tell him we're gonna make one of the slaves do it if he doesn't.
I'm not like I'm not going and asking him
You're
for a
gonna let
personal
one of the
favor on this.
Slaves into the city? Oh, so he doesn't work for you. He's not on the contract.
This is true.
I mean,
would
I
Crab
do
be
pay him,
interested,
though.
since it's
You
like a
do pay
main
him,
town?
but he can also just say no, and unless you want to get him off your ship, then
That's a good point.
What about
no? I
Crab?
don't think Crab is gonna go sit in a wizard tower for
Could he send his
5
cat?
days.
his who?
His cat.
Cats cannot.
His
No,
magic
you
cat.
It is indeed a magic cat, yes, but to hold line, you need someone there that can listen to the numbers being called out, and he cannot possess his cat from that distance. Nor would he, because it'd be basically the same as him sitting in line.
I mean, that dude had been there for 4 days, and he has number 74. This is 174. That's what you said it was, Alex?
Yeah.
This is 174.
Kill someone with
Just
a small
go.
number and take their ticket.
Yeah, he also didn't know what he was holding, so maybe his number was called like a while ago, and he was just like, all right.
That would be hilarious.
Oh my god, that would be funny. I didn't think of that.
Kill someone. Kill someone.
Just
You
send
ask
smoke
more
everywhere.
people what numbers they have.
I mean, we can just go check back in a few days to see what number they're on.
Perhaps if we paid one of the top men an electrum or something, they would be fine doing it.
Wait, can't I just pay like some orphan in the city to do it?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just do that. Okay, I'll go find some street urchin.
They are easy enough to find.
Yeah, I imagine so. Hey, I'll pay you. Oh, I don't know. How much you get per day begging?
The child with empty eyes and dirt stains all over him says,
Yeah.
God.
he says, I've made a gold once.
Oh, okay. I'll give you like 2 electrum if you go and sit in a waiting room for me.
For how long?
Like 4 or 5 days.
Possibly more.
3 electrum.
This is so suspicious.
Guys, don't do this. Guys, we have a chance to be better.
Yeah, okay. 3 electrum.
Okay, he'll take the
We'll
3
give you-
electrum.
We'll give him half now and half afterwards.
Oh yeah, that's actually that is what I'll do. Yeah, I'll give you
Sure.
half now and half after.
That's fine. He'll take an electrum, and do you have 50 pence?
Hell yeah, I do. Oh, I have 40 pence.
I have 40, so I'll give you 10.
All right, you give him an electrum and 50 pence. He quickly hides them within his person, and he will ask where he's supposed to sit.
I'll take him to the wizard tower.
Yeah, he plops down. Do you hand him your card?
Yeah. Don't
Okay,
let anyone
cool.
take this.
We'll tell him where to find us once.
Yeah, your ship, presumably. Yeah,
Or
as you guys
once
go.
the number before his is called. How about that?
Sure. Yeah, as you guys
not
go to leave the wizard tower, you hear the clerk hold up a little sign and call out the number 255.
Fuck.
What? What? Let me see the ticket.
He will hand you his ticket, the one that you just gave him, and it says 174.
Sounds like you missed it, boys.
I'll go take another ticket.
Who's?
Huh?
Who?
No, like
from the
like
counter?
a-
He's not going to issue you another
Yeah.
one. He already gave you one. He knows you. You were here like 10 minutes ago.
How does it repeat around? What's going on here?
Well, whenever we get tickets back, I just go into this pile, grab them, and then I make a list, and then we go through that list.
How long's the list?
There's only about 7 people on it at the moment.
Can we have ours cycled back in?
Yours is only 2 away.
Yeah. All right. That's okay. All right. I'll tell the street urchin to get the fuck out.
Do you reclaim your electrum and 50 pence?
No, dude. That's
Okay.
fine.
All right, he made $150 for doing nothing, so he will scamper away.
Lost to the aether of fucking McDosians, dude. Fuck. I hate these people. I didn't say that out loud.
Yeah, you thought it though.
We did.
You also didn't ask any clarifying questions and then proceeded to blame them for it. So
What?
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I sort of assumed that this wizard would have a more organized system than
This
recycle
man ain't
the
ever been
tickets.
to the DMV. He's never been there.
Numbers
Not
go
Even
in
the
order.
DMV still has a normal, linear number system.
Not the one that I went to when I got my license. They had the
What?
most fucked up numbering I've seen in my entire life. It was not
What?
sequential at all.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Maze.
Is that where you got this idea?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so they'll next call number 74. He'll head up the stairs. He'll be gone for a solid 30, 40 minutes.
Oh, that's why this guy's been here for 4 days, because he just hasn't. Yeah, he had no fucking clue what was going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then they will next call number 305. And
But
that
you guys
person,
just kicked out the orphan. Did you still pay the orphan?
they did
We
pay him
paid him.
the initial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
didn't pay him the second half. But
He
we
got
did.
$150 for doing nothing. It's
Yeah.
Pog.
yeah, Ethan donates to the poor. See,
So
he's-
true.
We're good guys. We're good guys.
We're good guys. He
Looks
says.
at the 30 slaves. Looks at camera.
I like that side
Um,
more.
Bazinga.
We're not.
Okay,
We're
so-
not jimming the camera on Singa.
And finally, number 174 is called.
All right, let's fucking head on in.
The clerk will say, "You're going to need to check in your weapons here."
Okay.
All right. We will say that the ornamental dagger is one of the things we want to ask about.
He'll still need you to
Yes.
leave that down here.
Fine.
It's a dagger.
We can call for it.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's also going to do a light pat down, so we don't need to remove anything from your sheet. My question is, are you trying to retain any of your weapons?
No.
Okay, great, cool. You guys head on up the stairs. There's a trap door which you open up. So the stone was clearly made by the wizard, just with a stone-shaped spell over enough time. But all this wood stuff was like constructed within the scaffold, and the stone tower isn't exactly straight. Just because you can cast stone shape doesn't make you a good architect. And there were some problems in the construction of this tower in terms of everything about it. So the wood in parts, like the wooden interior, has to like compensate for that. So there's these massive beams pressed against the stone. Like this little trapdoor is really finicky and weird. Everything about the interior of this tower is not well constructed. But you climb up to the second floor. You head into the wizard's office. It is incredibly densely packed with all sorts of things. There's a small little trophy section of things probably taken during this guy's career of travel. There's a tiny little scroll repository behind glass. There is a little bookshelf. There is a statue of what you know to be the Mythosian god emperor, made of marble. And then behind a large wooden desk made out of like a dark black wood is a tan-skinned Mediterranean sort of skin-colored man with purple robes with a gold stripe down the shoulder, and his hood is sort of folded back.
Hello. If you'd be interested in buying some magical items.
I could be, yes.
All right. I'll show him the armor. Go on and touch it.
Yeah, he will touch the studded leather armor. It changes slightly because he's very similar in build to you and Unio, so it just shrinks because it was touched by you previously. So it shrinks a little bit. And he'll slowly nod, and he'll say, "Give me a moment." He puts his hand firmly on it. His eyes roll back into his head, and the two of you sit there for a full 1 minute. And then his eyes roll back into his head. I'll give you 50 gold for it.
50 gold.
50 gold.
50 gold.
50 gold.
It's worth less than full plate.
Significantly so.
Lucky Unios shrug.
Go to the magical one.
No, barely. We should have brought crab. I mean, all right. 50 gold sounds good.
He
We could
will.
also use it.
Huh?
We could also have someone use it if it's not that expensive.
I mean, it's worth a lot more than normal, studded leather.
Almost double.
Alright,
No, I-
Almost double normal studded leather.
Yeah.
Not even double normal studded leather,
I
guys.
don't believe so.
Guys.
You gotta shit me on that. No, dude, studded leather is 1 gold.
Oh, really? I thought it
what are
was
you
way more
talking about?
expensive. I'm
talking
smoking
about?
crack. I'm smoking on dick and crack. Yeah, it's 50 times more expensive.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
that makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's
for in my
fine.
head,
That's a
studded
good
leather
price.
was like 10 gold or something. So.
No, dude, but that's still 5
But
times.
that
more
means
than-
Eric's thought that
You know,
50
math.
gold was-
Let's not get hung up on the details. Either way,
Okay,
he's
that's
offering you
fine.
50 gold for it.
I am
That
hung up
means
on the
Eric's was
details.
trying to con us metagame, but he fucked up the metagame. But we don't know that, so.
No, yeah, 50 gold sounds good.
Great. He will hand you over a bag of 50 gold coins recovered from the drawer of his desk, and he will.
Can you guys
fold
ask
up the
him what else
studded
it
leather armor
does?
Nicely.
I'm just curious.
No,
Oh.
I didn't think of that.
All they know is that it changes size.
And makes not confident, which.
That's so funny. Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
when
yeah,
else even
I-
fucking put it on?
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, so he gives you 50 gold. He now has it. L.
I'll add it.
We also have a dagger we got from the vampire downstairs.
It does not appear to be magical, but we figured you might
You
have an
encountered a
interest.
vampire?
Yes, yeah, we killed it. We found it floating off the coast of Mythdosia, down south of Mythdosia.
Hmm.
It was floating in a stone coffin.
You killed a vampire.
Yeah, we blew it up.
I'd be interested in seeing the dagger.
We
Alright,
also
you're,
have some clothes, but we didn't bring those.
Alright, well, you can stay right there. And he will cast a spell, and you feel a gust of air sort of push past you. The trapdoor opens, and eventually the dagger will float into the room as if carried by an invisible, unseen force, and it'll plant itself on his desk. And his eyes will begin to glow for a second, sort of like lanterns, looking down at the dagger, and he'll nod and say, "Well, you're right, it's not magical." And he'll pick it up and begin to inspect it, looking at the various, beautiful, gold work, and just trying to, investigate it fully. And as he flips it around, he hands it back to you. It's worthless.
Worth about as much as its constituent materials.
Seems like it. It's not desecrated, not magical in any sense. I mean, it's a cool story, but dagger itself is worthless.
Your Methodian, can you tell us anything about where or when it came from?
I've never heard of a vampire named Cassius. I'll be entirely honest, the only rumors I've heard of vampires put them in Western Valeros, the Delian League.
What about stone that floats?
Could be interesting.
We're not looking to sell that.
Yeah, we're not looking to sell it. I'm just curious as to what it is.
Well, then, I'm curious why I would answer that question.
Fair enough, I suppose. Alright, that's about it then. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure doing business. You guys head downstairs and exit the Mcdosian Wizard Tower in Galadrim.
Hell yeah.
Are we saving the ballistas for the north, or did we want to look into those here too?
We can maybe get a price estimate. Couldn't hurt.
Yeah, sure.
From who?
Governmental official, perhaps. I think that's who we sold it to last time.
Yeah.
So we'll head to
The Galadrim government.
the ziggurat, I suppose.
The ziggurat's under construction.
Oh, is there another obvious seat of power
A
somewhere
wooden
else?
building that looks like it was once a church converted to a town hall.
Sure, that'll do.
Okay. Yeah, you guys head on inside. It is a Methodian government building, so you see the very familiar help line, you see the secretary line, and then you see
Dude,
the
it follows
government
us
officials
everywhere.
line.
God, I hate this place.
Cross the hammer's falling, you're still in Doja.
Fuck, dude. This fucking Methodian city. It's just...
Well, you did go to the one Methodian city in Valeros, or not in Valeros, in Galadrim.
Alright, let's wait in the fucking helpline.
All right, you wait in the
God
helpline.
damn it.
It is, dude. It's a funny too because Ethan did this yesterday.
God damn it,
for like
dude.
an hour in the
Fuck.
session in our other campaign. Yeah, so you wait in line for about an hour. There's not that many people. It's a small city. The main reason it takes so long is because people have like full on like conversations with the help desk person. They don't just like ask the question and leave. They're talking about like, you know, oh, what are you doing this week? Oh, that's nice. Like they're having full ass like personal conversations.
Damn it, motherfuckers!
And eventually you get to the front of the line. The secretary is
No, the architecture of the society wasn't built for the pre-existing culture. No.
There is an older half-elven man. He has a beard, which is pretty rare amongst half-elves. It's not unheard of. It's just on the rarer side. It's a well-groomed beard. He's probably like mid-40s. And there's like no glass. It's just like a counter. So he's standing behind the counter and he says, "Hi, welcome. How can I help you?"
Alright. We're looking to sell some ballista. We're wondering if the government is going to... interested
Oh,
in
I think
purchasing
so.
them.
There's a form for that. I don't remember what it is. Let me go get my supervisor. I think
course.
he knows this stuff better than me. And the half-elf heads on inside. You guys tap your feet.
I hate everything about Mythosia. It's horrible.
Adventure music?
There's a goddamn form for it. Of course there is. Fucking... Dude, form fucking doo-doo 9.
It's
Ballista
actually like
requisition
20 times
form.
funnier
God.
because of what you did in the last like pack session, because it's just the same shit. You just have to deal with bureaucracy
Dude,
constantly.
I played D&D for fucking escapism, not to role play my fucking military job.
And
God
leave
damn it.
Mythosia. Ooh. Just sell it to anyone else. But yeah, the half-elf will
Ethan
return.
preferred the city with chattel slavery. And
Yeah, true.
Yes, correct. Base.
Yeah, the half-elf comes back with his Mythosian human overseer, like his boss, basically. I don't know why I phrased it like that. His boss. He comes out with a
His
supervisor,
overseer.
but he's Mythosian. It's a Mythosian human, and the two of them exit from behind the counter, and the Mythosian comes over. The Mythosian has like a clean-shaven face, tight-cropped black hair, the most stereotypical Mythosian you've seen in your entire life, and he says, "You looking to sell 2 ballista?"
2? Was it 2?
we have
Check.
2 ballistas and 32 bolts.
All right. Then you'll want to have a meeting with the Secretary of War in the city, which means you're going to need to fill out forms. I think it's... I'll be right back. And he goes back.
Oh my
behind the
god! Fucking has to get the level 3 bureaucrat. Fuck.
Level 3. bureaucrat.
He returns about 15 minutes later with a stack
In
of
the
4.
meantime,
yeah.
I'm gonna do the bullshitting with the clerk that everyone else.
Yeah, he's more than happy to talk.
Good.
He's like, oh, crazy weather we've been having, right? I mean, tropical storms and everything. I mean, I haven't seen a storm this bad since, like, 3 years ago. It's crazy stuff, man.
Are you guys still in the wizard tower?
Just
Thank
no,
God,
just a
no.
different organ of the Mythosian state.
Okay.
Everywhere's the wizard tower, Blake. That's what you have to feel.
We're
Wake up.
looping.
Wake up. Wake up.
Yeah, so he'll be like, clearly, as Ben said, this guy is not a bureaucrat. He's just a guy they hired to be friendly, so he's more than happy to chat about stuff.
I'll talk about the storms from
yeah,
passing the Hammer's
it's
Fall into
crazy.
the Gulf.
Yeah, I mean, he's never been to Eastern Valorous. He's never left Amon, so it's crazy. He'll raptly listen to your stories. And then the second tier bureaucrat will return. He has a stack of 4 forms that he needs you to fill out. First one is an identification form, which asks for 17 details about each of you.
What
Wait, just any?
No, they
17?
are specific details.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be a crazy
you gotta-
form.
That would be a
Yeah,
hilarious
just said-
form. Give me 17 of your secrets.
Tell us
Give
a
me,
fun
give
fact
me
about
17,
yourself.
17 fun facts about yourself.
How much do your balls weigh, guys?
There's no shot you wrote this for a D&D campaign, dude. What the fuck?
That's so funny.
Form 18B, the icebreaker form.
Yeah, so there's the so the first 2 forms ask for details about the 2 of you, since you're being treated as joint sellers in this arrangement. The third
Yeah,
form is
okay,
a
whatever.
meeting time form, basically what time you would like to meet with the Secretary of War of the city. And then the 4th form is a inventory form in which you have to give a minimum of 4 paragraphs of detail about the ballistas.
Yeah, okay. Can I write now on the... I'll ask the guy if I can just write now on the time form.
No,
What's the soonest I can write?
that's not. No, you're supposed to write. Listen, and he grabs the blank form and he writes, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then he writes, hours to 8 a.m. from 7 p.m. and then says, all right, so make a grid here, a table, and then fill in the squares they're able to go to.
I'll just draw X through the whole thing.
Yeah.
No, you have to do it in the individual squares. It's confusing otherwise.
I will grab the whole thing and just furiously fucking scribble all over the whole thing.
You
every block
angrily
is
use
filled
the
in.
you angrily use the ink pen to scratch in all of the squares, and then you fill out. So this personal information sheet are actually asking very specific stuff about you: full name, where you were born, what your birth date is, why you're in Amon, what your profession is. A lot of detail. Are we giving all this?
I'm gonna turn to Adrian and say, let's just wait and put in the note.
Yeah. Yeah. Get fucked. I'm gonna keep these to use as toilet paper. Goodbye. And
The bureaucrat
I'll
shrugs, and the
walk out.
half elf says, "Have a good day."
Very good.
Lick my taint. And I'll leave.
The bureaucracy works again.
It's crazy how real life Matty is.
Dude, it's just you, dude. He spent an hour yesterday just trying to work through bureaucracy. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, you guys leave.
Alex messed up for this one.
You
Going
return to the
CIF,
city.
dude. Fuck. It's horrible.
Willingly going into the DMV and screaming how it sucks.
Yeah, lick my taint, bureaucrats.
Dude, lick my taint at the DOL.
Yeah, you head back outside and you
World's
angrily
not
tear up the
okay.
forms.
Not okay.
Okay, are you
Written
excited
in
to get back to
Mythosian, by the
Hathon?
way?
What'd you say about Mythosian?
Are they written in Mythosian?
They are written in Mythosian.
Crazy. Alright.
Welcome to Amon. Okay, so are we have we given up? Have we surrendered? Trying to sell further things in this city?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
This is horrible.
I got business.
All right, what's snorting about?
I want to walk to the pier.
Yeah, there are 3 of them in the city, I believe.
I don't really care. I'm looking at the oncoming storm.
Oh yeah. You look out towards the water. It's the first day, so the storm is to the southeast. It's this great black mass in the sky, lightning and rain and wind, and you are sort of on the outer spiral of this this tropical storm.
Yes.
Fly into it, Snort.
Are there any boats that appear to be going into it?
No.
Is there like a harbor master or something?
There is, yeah.
I'll walk up to him.
He looks at you from inside of his shack.
Hello.
Hello?
I have a question.
All right.
I'm looking to go into the storm. Do you know of any vessels that could take me there?
You may be able to find a local fisherman crazy enough to do it for enough money.
Good. Okay. Do you know any crazy fishermen?
You're serious?
Yeah. Very.
Yeah, all right then.
And I have coin.
There's a local fella named Ethiel, an older man.
Ethiel?
Yeah.
Nice.
His fishing ship is small. He doesn't dock it at the pier. He pushes it on the beach south of the city.
Okay. Yeah.
He may do it for enough money.
Okay. He's called Ethiel, and he parks his boat on the beach south.
Yep.
Any other identifiers about him?
He's an older man. I think his son sometimes goes fishing with him.
Cool. Any other, in case he doesn't work out, any other leads you got?
Not really. Can I ask why?
I like storms.
This one's dangerous, you know.
Yeah, I got a good feeling.
Some people are calling it a hurricane.
Even better. You don't realize how fucking awesome that is.
All right, then.
All right. I'm gonna start following his directions. I want to go to a beach south of the city.
Yeah, you exit the city walls. City palisades, not proper walls, but you exit them. You head along the southern beach, and sure enough, you find a fishing vessel, a very old one, clearly handmade, that is currently beached. And next to it, inland a little bit, is a small little village. And on a porch, looking out towards the ocean, is an older man just in a rocking chair with a large tankard next to him.
And I walk up. Hello.
What language?
Common.
Then he looks at you and says, "Forthwith, to Iron Fithkinvoth." I'm guessing Snort doesn't speak Cymbalin, right?
No.
Okay.
What if you just took a dinghy and used Gus to blow yourself into the storm?
Blow yourself.
I hold up a electrum, and I point out to the storm, and I say, "Go storm." Us. I point like two of us. I point boat. I point storm.
He goes inside the shack, and you hear rooting and tooting around. You hear muffled voices, and a moment later, he emerges, and a younger man is with him. The younger man's in his 20s. The older guy is, you don't fucking know, half elves. But the younger man says, "My father is under the impression you want to go out into the storm."
Oh yeah, your father's a smart guy.
For an electrum.
Yeah.
He begins to argue with his father in Cymbalin, and the two of them and his dad, the older guy keeps pointing out towards the ocean and pointing towards you and the electrum coin, and the younger guy, you can clearly tell, he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You shouldn't do that." But his dad's like, no, the sea. And this argument continues for a while until the sun just angrily storms inside, and the older man hops off the step, and he points towards the coin that you're carrying and does a 2 with his fingers.
Yeah, I'll pull out a second.
All right, he'll take the 2 electrum coins. He'll begin to walk towards the fishing boat.
Yeah, I will follow him.
Darth Waden, Fenfing to Ryan.
Darth Waden, Finfin to I win.
He looks at you, confused, and then hops inside the fishing boat, and he seems to retie some things, and then he goes back onto the beach and begins to push the boat out to the water.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be snorting around in it.
You snort around inside the boat. It doesn't really have a cabin so much. It's more so like a round bottom boat, so it's sort of like a tiny little longship. And after he pushes the boat out, he hops inside. He hands you an oar.
I will try the oar.
All right. And he lowers the singular tiny little sail and he begins to row.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
The two of you
we'll
begin to
begin to
move
row.
out into the water. He's talking this whole time in his gravelly old sailor voice. You have no fucking idea what any of it is.
I'm gonna do a quick, like, kind of while he's talking, I'm gonna do a quick little booyah chant for a blessing.
Yeah. So it's just the two of you talking in languages that neither of you understand. It's a communication clusterfuck.
I'm gonna give him a quick little.
Yeah, slowly you get closer to the storm, and it gets darker and darker, and eventually the waves start to splash water into the ship, and he hands you a bucket.
What, to get water out?
Who knows? He just hands you a bucket.
Sorry, you said there was water splashing into the ship, though. That's correct. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go. Watch this, and then I'm just gonna use move water to just fling all the water out of the ship.
He stands up, stops rowing, looks at you. Funny.
And I give him a thumbs up, and then I move more water out of the ship.
Jagdenwald.
And then I
back down.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And he starts to row deeper into the storm.
Seems good. I'll keep rowing and keep moving water out of the ship.
Yeah, the waves start to get choppier and choppier. The ship the little, dinghy starts to lift to 45, 50 degree, like basically about to topple backwards. But every time you just soften the peak of the incoming wave, or you move 5 foot cube, which is an insane amount of water, out of the ship and back out onto the water. You are the sole thing keeping this boat, and the wind starts to tear harder and harder. Eventually he pulls in the sails, he stops rowing. At this point you are just traveling through the length of the storm. You have no agency about where you go. It is the storm's decision as to where you travel, in what direction. This man, he's now sitting next to you, like on the same board as you, and he just seems to be staring down at you.
Now I'm gonna call out in the, let's try the air language of Primordial, and I'll yell out greetings and thank you for this storm.
On the bottom edge of the storm, where lightning zips across, you see a singular shape not dissimilar to before zip down from the sky and in a split second appear on the far side of this little vessel. It's like a ball of lightning. You don't see any distinct form to the thing, just this ball rolling along the little ship that you're in, never quite touching you nor touching the deck, because you have the feeling it would scorch it into nothing. But this little ball just sort of moves around you, and the man is now openly, he's just clinging to you. He doesn't notice your sticky little snort skin, because he's way too focused on the thing that's now circling the two of you.
Greetings, cousin, I say in my crackly thunder voice.
Yeah, and the ball will land on the front of the ship, beginning to scorch into the wood, but the rain sort of puts out any fires that begin, and it forms into the shape of a roughly humanoid creature with a long sort of snout, a mephit, similar thing to what you saw before, and it will look at you and say in Primordial, "You are strange."
Thank you.
Yes.
I have come to commune with the storm.
Let us travel then. The storm is continuing. You must join us.
I cannot ascend as easily as you all.
That's very sad.
Would you take me?
I cannot.
Can any of the other cousins?
He looks up towards the dark, angry clouds and the zips of thunder and lightning and rain. It is basically, it feels like nighttime in terms of how dark it is. And the lightning method, this just ball of glowing light in front of you, almost like an angel, just shakes his head. No.
Damn it.
And he looks up towards the storm, which is slowly traveling to the northwest, taking a little boat with it.
Well, listen. Tell them of Cousin Snort, and tell them all that I thank you for my strength.
So I like to think, you're like, your mouth just sounds like the crashing of wind and like shrieking rains and all that stuff, like all this primordial. And then in the middle of this, in common, you just say snort.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the elemental seems a bit hung up on what that means, but seems to nod. And then in a flash of light, zips out of sight back up into the bottom parts of the storm, roiling underneath it.
All right, I'm gonna like pat the man on his head and drop a little thumbs up, and then I'm gonna
as
walk
you go
over.
to pat him on the head, he has passed out.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go to the edge of the ship, and I'm gonna scream out I'm gonna scream down into the water primordial language because I haven't tried this yet.
Yeah.
Thank you for your blessing.
You look at the water. Waves chop and knock the vessel back and forth. You don't feel seasick. You've heard some humans feel that, but you've never felt anything close to it. You almost feel like, you're surfboarding atop your vessel as the water moves you side to side. And unfortunately, the water cousins do not respond.
All right, well, time to go back. And then I'm just gonna kind of do whatever I was doing before, but follow the storm. The storm's going towards Amon, right?
It's going northwest.
Northwest. Okay, that's good. Then are we close to the center of it or not? Are
You
we
can't
past
see
the
any
center
land.
of it? No, no, of the storm.
Oh, you have not seen the eye of the storm yet.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna kind of try and path my way there and vibe out.
Roll a just wisdom check to see if you have any idea what any direction is.
Okay, yeah, that's a great idea.
Uh-oh.
Just flat whiz.
Flat whiz.
Only a -1.
Only -1. Yeah, you continually empty out the boat, and you have a little oar, but it's not going to do you much good. So you're just sort of vibing. Your ship is taken as the ocean guides you, and in the distance, to your southwest, you do see land. The storm seems to be pushing you in that direction.
Cool. Do I know it's my southwest?
I think that you start to figure that out. Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
The man has been conscious for a little bit, but he's just been staring at you, and since you're basically preventing the ship from sinking, he just seems to be immersed in this wild experience.
Yeah. I'll just mostly keep it from not sinking. We're still like in a storm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will just continue to keep it from not sinking, and if I have any choice of direction, I will go the other way that we just went.
Okay, well, unfortunately you do not. And you drift closer and closer to that southwestern shore, and you see a long beach, you see arid, rolling foothills, and you see what is clearly a desert coastline.
Oh, fuck, dude. You got blown to Alsara.
That's... Do we, like, beach there?
Not yet, but you are drifting in that direction.
Okay, I mean, okay, I'm gonna hand an oar to the guy.
Yeah, and when he sees the coastline, he seems to understand, and he says, Gefeine, and he starts to hardcore row in the opposite direction.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it does nothing. It's a storm. And you guys get closer and closer to the shore, and basically, it's not that you're going to beach. You can row hard enough to counteract the force of the storm, but waves are continually buffering against you when you try to get away from the shore. So you're starting to burn. Your arms are burning just fighting against. Even your lips are burning. Like, you've been talking continuously at this point for like 6-7 hours, casting cantrip every 6 seconds. Your throat is just burning. Your arms are burning, and eventually that strength gives out because the storm is always stronger, and your little vessel is beached.
Nice. Cool. I'm gonna kind of pantomime sleep, and then I'm gonna lie down.
You curl up in a little ball, and you take off your clothes and use them as a blanket. Since he can't know, he's not gonna know. He doesn't know what's up. You're all illusioned.
Doesn't he not have clothes? Yeah, I don't wear clothes.
Well, your loincloth, of course.
Yeah,
it's a blanket.
I'll take okay, sure.
And
I feel like wearing it is the most.
Holy shit, that's funny.
And the older man just stares up at the storm, like that gif of Willem Dafoe staring up at the sky. It's just looking at the storm passing over, like, my God, where are we? And yeah, the storm is going to continue for a while, but that's in Amon Sound. Specifically where you are, it will begin to abate, and after a evening of rest, the fisherman will gesture towards you, gesture towards pushing the boat, and seems to want to indicate that you should attempt to make another crossing.
Oh yeah, good. And then I'm just gonna start to move a lot of water to try and get like water under it, so that we like. I want to use water to move it in, instead of just pushing it with hands.
Yeah, so you're going to gain a level of exhaustion. But with your magic...
Wait. It's got a sail, right?
Yeah.
Can I just gust of wind it back into the water?
Sure.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do that. I'll use the spell slot.
You're still going to gain a level of exhaustion, though.
Why?
Because it's going to take 8 hours to cross the sound.
Oh, I understand. That's fine. We're here for a week.
Okay.
So then I won't use the spell slot if I don't need to.
Yeah, so you managed to use a Gust of Wind spell if you wish.
I don't.
Okay, you don't want to. Okay, cool.
I don't.
Then you managed to just use Control Water to basically sail in a very weird way by morphing the water underneath to be pushing you in the direction you want to go rather than just taking you with the storm. So even as this, concentric tropical storm rages above, you and this man you can't speak with, but you grow a deep bond of fighting against the storm. There are many near calls throughout this, but to sum up the 8 hours, it is hard. It is so hard. And you do eventually see shoreline, green rolling terrain, and you continue to push harder and harder and harder, and eventually, with just burning limbs, burning mouth, you're very hungry and thirsty, and the two of you manage to push the ship close enough to shore that the old man hops out and pushes the ship to shore, beaching it.
I'm gonna...
And he will start laughing, and he'll pick you up and spin you around like a child.
Yeah. I'll go...
And he will begin to drag the boat along the shore. Well, probably in the shallows, because it's a lot lighter that way. In the shallows, going northwesterly along the coast.
Cool. I'll help him move it.
Yeah. The two of you move along the shore. It's nighttime now. You continue to move, and now the hunger's starting to get to you, the dehydration too. You're getting a bit delirious. Rain is continuing to pelt down, and you just look upwards and open your mouth to just get as much water as you can.
Yeah.
And the hunger is the worst factor. Your stomach is just pinging with pain, but you won't die. You've been starved a lot longer than 2 days before. And you continue down the shore until eventually you see a small village with a little lantern on the porch, and a young man looking out towards the ocean. And when he sees you and his father with this little fucked up boat that's probably not even seaworthy anymore if it weren't for your constant casting of control water, he will sprint down the shore and hug his father, and the two of them embrace, and they begin to talk rapidly back and forth in Symbolin. And as they're having this conversation, you hear sort of like a creak come from the little dinghy as a board that was on the bottom of the ship that you'd been preventing from leaking just fully gives up. And it's in shallow water. It's only in like 6-inch deep water, but that is enough for the bottom part of the ship to flood. And as the two of them are hugging, the ship just basically sinks in 6-inch water. The bottom part of the little boat gets filled with water.
Okay, that's repairable though.
Definitely, they'll get around to it eventually.
For 2 electrum.
It's like $400. So
that's $200. And the two of them will finish hugging, and the older man will look down at you, put his hands on your little sticky snort shoulders, and look at you and say, Gafin de Maya Estumbrak Devlan. And he goes to hug you.
I go to hug him back, and then I look at the kid, and I go, what's that? What's that mean?
He said that he had an incredible experience with you.
Oh, him as well. This guy's the best. You got a cool dad, kid.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna once the hug is over,
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of hold up like a wait sign, and then I'm going to reach into my purse, pull out a gold, and hand it to him.
He hands it back.
No, you must.
His
And I,
son
push
comes
it
over
back.
and takes the gold.
No, and I don't let him take it. I make the man take it.
The father refuses. You're at an impasse. The son is trying to get the coin. The father's trying to hand the coin to you.
All right. I'll try and give him 2 more electrum, just double the price.
He won't take it.
Really?
The son is desperately looking at you for money.
I'll say, how much does it cost to fix the boat?
The son will say, he'll look over at the boat sunk in like 6 inches of water. Oh, I mean, easily a gold, probably more.
You're lying.
Maybe like 2 electrum.
2 electrum? Do you promise? If I give you 2 electrum, do you promise to fix the boat with it?
Yes.
Tell it to your dad.
He looks at his father, translates it, says something in Symbolin.
Yeah.
The father slowly nods. He'll take the 2 Electrum.
And the father takes it.
Yeah.
All right. That's I trust him with it. Okay. And then I'm gonna give my deepest snort bow.
Yeah. The father
then-
will, he will, like kind of put his hand on your shoulder and begin to gesture you towards the house.
Oh, yeah, I'll go in for dinner.
Yeah, that's not what he's bringing you in the house for.
Okay, yeah.
The son opens up the door. The father walks you past the dining room. Like, I think Snort's ready. Like, he's looking at the dining room, like, oh, we're going to have dinner. And then he just pulls you past that. And he brings you down into a root cellar. There's various roots. There's a single little chicken coop in the corner with a single chicken. And then there is a little shrine. It's a little pieces of wood carved with little names and symbolin. It's formed into almost like an ornamental tree of sorts of all these little names and
Sorry,
things that are carved
Jackson's
onto
comment.
it. What do you say?
He just said cut off his feet.
That's so funny. Yeah, he brings you to this little ornamental family tree with all these little wooden things socketed into it with names carved on them. And he will gesture at this tree and gesture at you and at the tree.
Oh, to carve into it? Okay. Yeah, I will carve in Goblinoid, I will carve in my name Snort. And then on the left side of it, I will draw like a little storm cloud with a lightning bolt. And on the right side of it, I'll draw a schnoz.
Okay. After you are finished, he will look at it and you see tears welling up in his eyes.
Yeah, I go and hug his leg.
He'll pat you on the head, and the son is just like upstairs. You can hear the sound of him cooking. You hear a woman's voice as well, and then the father will walk out of the basement, and he'll, like, sort of ignoring his wife and son who are in the kitchen, he'll walk to the back door and he'll open up the patio door and look at you with somber eyes.
Oh, like gesturing for me to go?
He's not gesturing, he's just looking at you.
Yeah. All right. Well, then but that's like the social implication here based on what you described.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will start to walk out, and I'll give him. What is there like a sailor thing to do? Like give him a salute or something?
That's not a sailor thing, but Snort can do whatever he wants.
I'll give him a salute. It seems like he deserves it.
He will pat you on the head.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'll walk out.
All right.
What was that guy's name?
You don't know. You never asked him because he can't speak fucking common.
No. I was given his
Ethiel.
name.
Ethiel was what you were told his name was. Yeah. You don't
Ethiel?
know his like full name though. Yeah. Ethiel. Yeah.
Ethiel on the beach south of Amon.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that like
Is
discussion at dinner?
the
Just
goat.
like
Dude, that guy
son,
thinks he
Ethiel,
just
and
saw
his
God.
mom.
He saw a fucking lightning method. He's convinced he just saw a fucking angel like descend to his ship and give him fucking divine vision, dude. That guy's had a
Funny,
religious
you know where-
experience. That's why I was like hugging and kissing Snort and shit because he thinks he's like a fucking prophet.
I am a prophet.
He spoke to the storm and an angel came.
Honey, do you know where your
Dude,
father
you guys
is?
wish you
Yeah,
had side
you
quests
got-
as cool as mine.
True.
Yeah, we're
Unironically
lying.
true, actually, yeah.
It's sad and lying.
Snort, I was gonna say, Snort, you waddle back to the great city of Amon, and you arrive back at the Defiance to get into your crate because you're exhausted. You need sleep so fucking bad, and you just hear Adrian and Unios talking about those fucking bureaucrats and the fucking ballista, and just super fucking malding.
Yeah, I don't even give a shit, dude. I go to David Cook, I swipe whatever he's cooking up, and then I take it into a barrel and I eat it. And
Yeah,
I
you steal
fall
a
asleep for 2
full
days.
uncut onion. You eat the onion and you go to bed.
Yeah, perfect.
Snort side quest hit different, bro.
They really do.
That was incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, you went to Ulceron just to say what's chilling for a lightning
He went
bolt.
to fucking Alceron.
They know who I am now. They know my name.
Yeah. Well, no, but
You're gonna get him killed by like local bureaucrats who come there and realize it's goblinoid and start.
I don't even think they would. There's
shrine
no
in the
goblins on
basement.
Deladrim. No one there's no fucking
There you
goblins
go.
on this like island.
Do they not know my name?
No, you never told them.
The Mephits?
Oh, the Mephits. Oh. I thought you were talking about the old man.
Oh
No, yeah, the Mephits do.
No, that guy can he can let me be a vision. But the Mephits know my
Yeah, you
reputation
said your name was
now.
Snort. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and that he should tell the cousins about me.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Is there anything else we want to do while we are stuck in Amon for 2 weeks?
I mean, how close does the storm get to the city? Like, would I have to go back out to the water to get closer to the center, or does the center get close
The
to
center
Amon?
gets much closer to the city. In fact, about a week in, the storm basically like hits, like does a side swipe on Amon and floods the harbor.
Okay, then we can get that when we need to. But so do people have things they need to do between now and then?
Yeah.
Can I offer my magic up to a local lord in the meantime?
Who is the local lord you would offer it up to?
The Lord of Local.
Would you like to go to the city hall and register your services with the city's Ministry of Magic?
Uh-oh.
More bureaucrats!
Yeah, let's do it.
PogChamp! We're back in the trenches, Ethan.
Let's go!
No!
Yeah, you head to the central town hall.
One quick question. Do you tell anyone about this before you do it?
Do I have to?
No?
What? No.
Okay, then
Obviously
I'm not doing
not.
it.
No.
Okay, cool.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, you head to the town hall of Amon. You get inside the line. There are 3 lines. There's a help desk, there's a general info desk, and then there is a city employee line.
Alright, I'll go to the city employee line.
Sure, yeah, you walk up to the counter. There's a young woman there, and she says, "Can I see your ID card, please?"
I don't have one. Wait. Yeah, I don't.
And you work for the city?
No, I'm just here to ask a clarifying question.
Oh, that's going to be the help desk then.
Okay, I'll wait in the help desk.
You go into a line of about 10 people. You sit there. You move forward. You hear some guy ahead of you yapping about how there's this crazy guy to the south who's talking about like seeing an angel. It's like this crazy rumor that's spreading in the city. And eventually you get to this Galadrim half-elf behind the counter, and he says, "Well, howdy, good morning, friend."
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. Crazy storm, crazy weather we're having.
Oh, yeah. So, because of the storm, I'm stuck here temporarily for 2-ish weeks. You know how it is.
Yeah, you're a sailor then.
Yeah.
Wow, that must be crazy.
But I'm also, I have some magic, so I wanted to see.
Congratulations.
I wanted to see if I could offer up my services in the meantime while I wait for the storm to pass.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's some forms you have to fill out. I can go grab my supervisor if you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
Great. And he'll head behind the counter.
Dude, I feel like the bureaucracy's not so bad when they're friendly.
True.
No, it's worse then. It's worse.
Would you rather have someone that looks like they want to kill themselves, but they get your problem done immediately, or someone who's really chipper and it takes 5 hours?
No, definitely that first one.
Yeah.
I've sat through the experience.
Maybe the bureaucrats die.
Yeah.
I've sat through the experience of someone wanting to kill themselves, and it also took 5 hours.
True.
So,
I think they want to kill themselves, or
I'd
we want
much
to.
rather the long one.
Yeah, well, let's get to it because we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, a second person, a Mythosian-looking man with black hair, clean-shaven face. He emerges, and he has a little stack of forms. There are 17 of them. And he says, "All right, so you're interested in temporarily plying the magical trade in the city?
Yes, sir.
All right, come to this side chamber with me. This will take a little bit."
All right, let's go.
And you guys go into his office. It's a very austere room, little faux columns on the wall to make it seem more fancy. And he will place the forms in front of you.
Yeah, all right.
So the first one will ask 17 details about your life. Basically, specifically your name, your place of birth, things like that.
Yeah, I'll just
Your
write,
occupation,
yeah,
the ship that you work on,
yeah,
the last place you were at.
yeah.
Cool. The second form is a magic registration form, which is the highest circle of magic that you can cast and from where your magic hails.
What do you write for occupation, Blake?
Probably like sailor, or like bosun. Yeah. So yeah, third circle. Where my magic hails from, arcane.
Cool. Next page says ask for a list of every spell you can cast.
Okay. Yeah, I write them down.
All right. Do you have any necromancy spells?
No, I do not.
Okay, you provide a list of
No
every spell that
way.
you have
No way
access
you
to.
don't. Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's all like it's like what, cure wounds, like shield, detect magic. It's
Oh.
just stuff like that.
Okay. Surprised to hear that from the demon guy.
True, yeah, he doesn't have any warlock levels yet. He's just a goofy little artificer. Then the next page is going to be a list of any magical items that you possess.
Yeah, it's just like a bag of holding.
Oh, that's cool.
Are they gonna ask for it?
No, they're just asking you to list what items you have and then what their
Well,
features
surely
are.
they're not going to ask you for it.
Yeah,
I
Gem is
just think
seeing
it's
too.
cool.
Cool. And you list truthfully what all the things that they can do.
Yeah.
Cool. Then it'll ask you about prior work experience
Yeah, it's just
in the field of the arcane arts.
Oh, in the field of the arcane arts.
Yeah.
I believe I offered up my services for a while in the well.
In the city state and the colonies, I believe you worked in both those cities. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
And then it will ask for 4 recommendations by other spellcasters.
4 recommendations. Yeah, all right. I'll ask Crab. I'll ask.
Well, okay, so you head to the you get this form. He tells you to come back when you get 4 recommendations. You make your way to the Defiance where Crab is always at. You head into the captain's cabin. The captain is there stewing angrily, and Crab is reading a book, and you walk inside with a mission.
All right. I'll go in. Crab, Adrian, can I get you guys for a second?
He
I'll
looks
look
up.
around. Oh,
I'm trying to apply my services to the city while we wait for 2 weeks. Do you mind if I get your names as recommendation?
you're trying to do what?
I'm trying to offer up my services as a mage to the city while we wait for money.
Look at Crab. Thing you can do?
I'm not putting my name on any document.
Yeah, Adrian?
Not putting my name on any document. So based off the grid.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Did he sign the ship contract?
Unfortunately, yes.
Cringe. He fell off. He used to have values.
I'm not signing another goddamn Medoja form.
Alright. Yeah, I'll ask Baibon then.
I guess yeah. Technically, he is a arcane trickster. Yeah, I'm sure Shevon would sign it.
Yeah. I'll ask Snort.
Hey, Bruno.
So pissed.
Hey, boss. What's going
Snort,
on?
I need you to put just your name, right there.
Oh, what's it for?
It's so I can get some money while we wait for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's cool. What you got like a scheme? What's your plan?
My plan is to make some money because I don't have anything else to do in the meantime.
Oh, cool. So how does my name help you get money?
They're asking for recommendations or from other spellcasters.
Yeah, sure. Do you have any blood? That's how I normally sign it.
You know what? I would give you blood, but like I understand where you're coming from. Snort,
Yeah.
but
Just cultural.
Cultural, but you need to look at it from like the opposite perspective. What's normal to you isn't normal to other people, and it might actually creep them out.
Okay,
So-
that's fine. That's fine. So what do you guys use then?
Just a normal like inky quill.
Ink. Yeah. Okay. Ink. Sure. You got ink.
Squid shit to fucking sign documents,
Yeah,
weirdos.
that's kind of weird, but I'm adjusting to the whole humanity.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, that's fine though. I'll use ink blood.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll let
Yeah.
Snort sign it.
Sure enough.
Yeah, I write something in Goblinoid.
Cool.
Preferably in common, Snort.
Amen.
Well,
Yeah,
Mythos
you'll have
is
to.
preferable actually, but
Oh, Mythos. Oh.
no one in your fucking crew knows that. So
You'll have to teach me. I can read some common, but I haven't actually learned all like my name and everything. So can you help me through it?
Yeah, so I'll grab a piece of paper, a different piece of like parchment, or
Yeah.
actually like Yeah, and then I'll like okay, so this is
Yeah,
X.
Snort and Goblinoid almost resembles like a glyph, less so like an actual written name. It's more like it looks like a schnoz visually. But in common, it's like characters. It's not like a glyph. It's like an actual written thing. So I think that's a bit of a transition for you, Snort.
Yeah, but I pick it up quickly.
That's true.
I
Yeah,
like
you are a quick learner.
once he shows it to me, I'm like, all right, okay, yeah, sure, this makes sense. And like before you even finish writing it, I piece it together with the other, like knowledge of common that I have, and like I write it pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, all right.
Wait, I have one clarifying question. So on that dude's like family ancestry tree, there's just a schnoz and then also another schnoz right
Well,
next to
no,
it.
one of them is like a glyph that like somewhat resembles a schnoz-ish,
Correct.
and then the other's like an actual picture.
Yeah. Like Ben's previous Boblin, Bonk's like symbol was his name, which was a glyph that was like a single thing, but it didn't look like a bee. I mean, it kind of looked like a bee, but not really. It's kind of like that, where it kind of looks like a nose, but not really. So we need 2 more, Rudo.
Yeah, I'll ask Democritus.
Yeah, you approach Democritus. He's in like in one of the residential cabins, and he has like a stack of like 30 pages next to him. He's been furiously writing.
Democritus, can I have a moment of your time?
Can you wait for about 10 seconds?
Yes, of
He
course.
continues to scratch and scribble on the page, and then ... and then he puts away his pen and says, "All right, what is it?"
Dang, got him on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I'm trying to offer up my services to the city while we wait for 2 weeks. So they're asking a recommendation from other spellcasters. I was wondering if you could write your name down.
Oh, sure.
As a
And he
recommendation?
takes the document and signs his name on it and says, "Oh, I think you're going to run into a problem. I filled one of these out in Mythosia before."
Yeah, what's up?
Well, none of these people are registered, so those people are going to need to go get registered as well. I'm already registered, so for me, if they're still using Mythosian documents, then you should be fine. But maybe not. I mean, we are in a different city after all.
Okay. Well.
So each of the person that signed your recommendation form is going to need to go get registered on their own.
Spellcaster pyramid scheme.
Hold on.
Oh, Shaibon is a registered spellcaster.
Not in Amon.
Not an Amon.
Not in Amon.
Wow. All right. Well, doesn't sound like it's too possible then.
Democritus shrugs. Such is the nature of Mythosian bureaucracy, or I guess Amonese bureaucracy.
Well,
I recommend just going down to a tavern and talking to random people. I mean, it's illegal, but unless they have, enforcers for the law, then just ply your trade.
fair enough. Let me just get this one. Thank you, Democritus. I appreciate that.
All right.
Any services I could provide for that information?
What?
I mean, you helped me. I'd like to help you in any way I can.
I just need more time to work on this. These 2 weeks of shore leave have been wonderful for my creative spirit.
Well then I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
Oh, can I go find Democritus when Rudel's done?
Yeah, when Rudel's done with his thing.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm just gonna try and finish what I started, just to make sure that door's fully closed.
Yeah.
So the next person I'd find is probably like David Cook.
Yeah, he is currently, despite the fact that people don't need to come back to the ship, a lot of them have been for like evening hangouts on the top deck. Also, he has to feed the slaves, so he is currently stewing this massive pot of food to feed the crew. And you approach as you can smell a mixture of local Galadrim ingredients.
David, a moment.
Sure. And he, does a couple more pinches of salt into the mixture, and then, cleans off his hands on his shirt and walks over to you.
I'm trying to supply my services to the city for a bit before we head out in the next 2 weeks. They asked me to get signatures from some spellcasters before I do it, so I was wondering if I could get
Galadrim said he wants you to get paperwork?
Yes, sir. I'm surprised just as much as you are.
All right, then. And he'll sign the document.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, and then I'll head back.
You head back to the town hall. You wait in the helpline for about 20 minutes. You get placed in a room with that same bureaucrat as before. He looks at the 4 names. He reaches down to the shelf. He pulls a scroll up. He unfurls the scroll and looks at its contents and says, "Unfortunately, none of the people who recommended you here are registered spellcasters in Amon."
I heard about that from a couple friends from Myth Doja, but
Well,
that's too bad.
if these 4 go through the registration process, then it should be fine.
I don't think I could get them to do that.
Unfortunate then.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time anyway.
Of course.
I'll shake his hand and head out.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and then I'll just head down to the tavern.
Okay. What sort of services is Rudo offering at the tavern that tavern dwellers can pay for?
Yeah, yeah, a little sloppy toppy, you know.
Bro.
Oh, fuck.
Blush emoji?
So I can offer cure wounds.
How much are you charging for these?
Well, the people that I'm hanging out with probably aren't too rich, so.
You do need to be very careful about this, Blake. Governments tend to get really angry, so just keep that in mind.
Mythoja Pog.
Yeah. Look.
He's bullshitting you. It'll be fine.
I guarantee that the moment you start selling cure wounds for like
Ethan's a paid
2
actor.
Electrum, someone's gonna find out.
You're healing people, Blake. You're healing. It'll be fine.
Oh god, I'm having
Yeah, you're
flashbacks
right,
to
yeah,
Ben
you're right,
trying
you're
to do
right,
the
like,
scroll
no.
selling, and then he got like strong-armed by the local wizards into stop doing it.
That was so messed up, by the way. I don't get why they're all so protectionist.
Yeah, I
campaign was
wonder.
What campaign was this?
This was Limits of Man.
Man, it was Abdul.
Oh.
He was trying to undercut the market, and they're like, "Hey, it'd be a shame if we fucking if you couldn't sell scrolls no more because your fingers were broken." Hey, it was very heavily implied.
Guys, what if I offered guidance as a way to cheat at gambling?
That'll get you kneecapped by normal people.
Well, I'm gonna give you a little bit about. I'm gonna give you like 10 minutes to
Right.
think about something you can do to sell your services that doesn't result in you getting hurt severely. And we're gonna cut to Snort. Snort, you finished your 2 days of sleeping in the barrel. You are back to normal Snort, snorting around the ship.
Yep.
And you seek out Democritus.
And the storm hasn't hit the city yet, like
no,
proper,
not yet.
right?
No.
Okay.
And Democritus is in
otherwise-
one of the residents' cabins, and so few people are here. He has a lot of room to just like stack up his papers and continue writing. And he's just sort of like curled up in the sort of curve of the ship, writing on a piece of parchment.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, hello.
It's Snort.
I'm aware.
Okay. I had something really good happen, and I thought you might want to put it in your story, and I can have you go talk to a guy who was there for the whole thing to get his side of the story. I thought you'd appreciate it.
All right. And he puts
Yeah,
aside
right.
the piece of parchment he was writing, and he takes out a journal from his pocket and flips to a new page and grabs his ink pen and looks at you.
Were you there the first time that I went and talked to the storm, and that storm thing came down and talked to us?
Yes.
Yeah, I did that again. I went out I found a fisherman, and I got on his boat, and we went out into the storm, and I called to it, and then it came down. But we were out in the storm. We got pushed over to Galadrim, to Al Sarah, like the other side
We
of the
went to Al
sound.
Sarah.
Yeah, and back.
We've been in the city for 4 days.
Yeah, I know. It was fucking crazy.
All right.
Storm pushed us all the way there. We rode all the way back.
Oh, all right.
You run
Um,
the story, run on sentences.
yeah.
Crazy.
That guy, let's see what, it was just him and I on a boat. We didn't even speak the same language. His son spoke common, but his son didn't come with us, so we were just out there and just kind of making it through the waves, and I was pushing the boat around, and it was just this tiny little vessel, and we survived. We braved the hurricane, and I talked to the storm, and he had never seen that kind of thing before. He got all surprised when I knew magic.
Sounds very incredible.
Yeah, and I thought you might like hearing about it. And if you want to talk to the guy, I can show you where his village is.
Well, that's just not really in the wheelhouse of stories that I write.
Oh, So it was like a heroic journey, though.
I've changed the approach about how I'm going to write about the Defiance.
Oh. Oh, that's right. We talked about that.
Yeah.
You're gonna make us look like shit, right?
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, how are you gonna make us look like? You can say shit. I'm not upset about that. Okay. That look like shit, probably.
Perhaps.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, I like looking like shit.
I don't know precisely yet. The story that I'm writing is actually a collection of sailors' stories. It has little to do with the Defiance.
Oh. Cool. Cool. Well, if you wanted to add like a sailor story about, sailing out into a storm.
Well, if you know of sailors who tell this same story, then...
Well, people are going to be telling it soon, especially if you popularize it.
Well, then spread it around and make it a sailor story. I'll add it to my compendium.
All right. Can I ask something? And I'm not trying to be a dick when I ask this. I'm trying to really ask.
Sure.
Why do you want to collect other people's stories when you're so clearly an author of your own? You could be writing new stories.
Because I think that my role here in the West is more that of an observer, not a cultural creator. In Zuri, it's different. That's my home. I feel qualified to, shout into the void. But out here, things are very strange.
Yeah, okay. Guess that makes sense. You gotta wait until, I gotta take you to the Badlands sometime. You talk about strange.
We'll see.
I'll show you strange.
What?
Oh no, no! It's just the Badlands are really are very different from how it sounds like you talk about Zuri.
I'd imagine so. The things I've heard about the Badlands painted as quite a bleak place.
Yeah, it's awesome. Love it.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, bye.
You snort yourself away. And, Brutal, do you have any ideas on how to sell your magical services without it resulting in catastrophe?
You know what? I didn't. So instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and make some more double-packed.
Okay, we're doing this on the beach, away from the ship. Let's get ourselves a Tinker's Tools check.
Dude, wait. Blake making an informed decision. That was huge.
Common Blake W.
Common Blake W.
Okay, that is successful. Technically, you would take a little bit of damage, but it's going to be healed before we get to the... because you're taking a 2-week-long rest, basically. So you can just add another charge of double-packed gunpowder to your sheet.
All right. How long does... and how much gunpowder does it normally take? Because obviously I'm informing Adrian about this.
How many gunpowder... How would let me get there.
Yep.
I'm getting there. How much gunpowder are you using?
Yeah, how much gunpowder does it take to make a
charge? Okay, well that should be pretty easy to figure out. Standard gunpowder. Oh god, now I need to fucking 90 grain to pounds.
How you doing, YouTube?
0.01 pounds of gunpowder.
Okay, so I assume Adrian does not care.
Well, he gave you a powder horn, I think, specifically for you to do tinkering with.
Oh, do I have a powder horn?
He gave you one because you removed one from the party sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I just forgot to mark it. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, and then every time you make a new packed thing, you remove 0.01 pounds worth of gunpowder.
And how much pounds is in a powder horn?
2.
2. Okay, so I'm at 1.99.
Sure. Well, no, it'll be 1.98 because you've made 2 of them so far.
Oh, fair.
Didn't the one explode, so it'd be 1.97
True. Actually,
Erm.
true.
Yeah, be considered Erm.
Okay, yeah. So
remove another 0.1, please. 0. Don't forget that 0.01 pounds. Holy shit, dude. Okay, anyways, yeah, no, that's fine. You can make a second double-packed thing. I mean, you can do the math real quick. You can make like 200 double-packed things with your powder horn, so I think you're fine.
Okay. Do I have to make multiple Tinker Tool checks? Or...
For each new one you want to make, you have to make a new Tinker's Tools check, yes.
Okay. I think I'll just try and make... I'm gonna risk it and make 2 more.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, cool. You don't have any major mishaps that we need to record, so you can just add 2 more to your sheet.
Let's go.
PogChamp.
Put that to 1.96.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so final thing we're gonna do as we rest here in Amon. Snort.
Yep.
The tropical storm gets closer and closer to Amon. The trees start to bend in the wind, and then the rain comes, and the entire harbor is consumed by raising water levels. Luckily, since most of the Defiance is in their ship, it's fine, and while there is some flooding in the city, it's not enough to like really impact you guys much. But for the shoreline, it's a very big impact, and so you just head to the tips of one of the piers as water is like around your ankles, like the pier is partially submerged, and the rain pelts down on the city.
Yeah, and I get excited. I wasn't expecting this. It's like
Yeah.
Christmas morning for me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You
I'm all
look
giddy.
up
I'm
into
running down. I'm
tropical
going.
storm.
Yeah. And I'll yell out in my primordial. Cousins, you have come to see me again. It is Snort.
Lightning arcs across the lower part of the clouds, and for a moment you think something's going to descend, but for whatever reason it does not.
Understandable. Goodbye, cousins. We will meet again.
Okay. Yeah, the storm slowly withdraws as you bask in the rains and the wind and the everything. And eventually the storm doesn't fully withdraw, but mostly withdraws. And about 2 weeks later, by the way, if anyone didn't level up during the previous long rest, you definitely can do so now, because that's 2 full weeks of long rest. In terms of...
Is there any chance I get XP for surviving going into a hurricane?
No.
Okay. Fair.
Everyone, so in terms of long rest stuff, sorry, this is unrelated, but made it sound like you're about to get XP. You're not getting XP. But the transition I was going to make is that during the long rest, in terms of rest stuff, make sure you get back all your rechargeable skills. You get basically full hit dice again, and you can just put yourselves at full health, basically, because you're getting 2 weeks of long rest, which should be enough time to do anything you could possibly want on that front. Also, I'm going to go find the Defiance, because it should be at full HP now. It already was. Yep. Perfect.
Oh, could I spend another week training my ish? My boat fixing skill?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Alrighty, well.
Halfway there.
2 long, boring, bureaucrat-ridden, agonizing weeks in mini Mythdosia. The storm finally lifts, and literally the day, like 2 hours later, several Alceranian ships arrived because they'd been waiting in a protected cove away from Amon, waiting to get to the city, and they just kept piling up as the storm continued and continued. So 3 large supply ships from St. Knezer arrive in the city, and the city is flush with goods. Lots of excitement in the city. And it is currently, let me find the date, September 3rd. Oh shit. We probably want to get moving on, by the way. If in the winter, the Midland Sea can get pretty rough. Outside of the winter, the Midland Sea is fine, but during the winter, it can get pretty not good.
What does that mean? Does it freeze?
No, the Midland Sea does not freeze. It gets storms. But the rest of the year, it's incredibly placid and nice to be in.
Stall.
But yeah, this ocean, which is where you need to go through to get to Amiens, normally it's very chill, very little storms. But in the winter, that's when it gets its stormy season, and it can get really bad. So most of the time, people don't travel that during the winter.
Let's get storms. Guys, that means it won't be patrolled. If you think about it, it's a good time to go because it won't be patrolled.
There won't be any ships in pirate either.
Are we trying to do pirating in the Midland Sea? That's like the heaviest patrolled part of water ever.
No, I thought that's why you were bringing it up, though. Why?
No. I'm saying that getting patrolled is bad because we are pirates, and they would recognize that if our ship got searched for any other reason. But if there are no boats out there at all, there's nobody to just like spot check us.
I mean, that's why we have the hidden compartment, isn't it?
Yeah, but we got a lot of shit, man. I don't know.
Also, you're going to have to get spot checked by probably 4 separate kingdoms, so you just have to hope to God none of your stuff is considered contraband in any of those kingdoms.
Oh.
Hey, Alex, can I ask something?
You can ask something.
If I use repeating shot on my rifle, does that mean I can infinitely use double packed?
Well, not infinitely, but...
Oh, I I thought, what is
I
it?
believe repeating shot works for normal ammunition. Like, you can't put in, like, a mithril arrow and then get infinite +1 to your bow using repeating shot.
Alright, yeah, that makes sense.
So it's just normal ammunition. Okay, cool. So, navigator and captain, wherefore art thou traveling verily?
Oh,
sorry.
to the same
Real
spot.
quick expense thing. You guys were in the harbor for 2 weeks, as well as you had to get food for your crew in that time. So we need to remove a total of, I'm doing math in my head. I'm cooking. You need to pay a total of 44 gold.
Good lord.
Yeah, that's harbor fees and food for your slaves. Jabson? Oh, he is peeing. I did not read that message. Ethan, would you like to do the honors of removing 44 gold from the sheet?
I can indeed.
What are we buying?
We are removing 44 gold because we have to pay for harbor fees and food.
Mm.
But now that you're back, where to, quartermaster's person?
Yeah, I can't edit this.
Bro doesn't have a Google account.
That's crazy. All right, I will remove the 44 gold. But where are we going?
Up north.
Okay.
North.
Like where we were pirating before.
Yeah.
Are we going around
So
the eastern
south.
side of Galadrim or the western side?
East.
Okay, so south. All right, cool. Okay.
Close enough.
We're traveling. All right, today there's strong wind and light rain. Another beautiful day in Galadrim. It has been waiting for 3 straight weeks. And I think we're just traveling, so let's get some navigator checks up in this Hizal.
Boom.
Are we following the coast?
I figured.
Yes.
Cool. All right, just so you know, you're in the city of Amon, based on your navigation checks. And both of those pass, so you get 2 more dice. No helmsman check needed. Light rain does not restore any of our things. Now we can start burning through rations. So -1 ration, -1 grog, -1 spice.
And spice.
And spice, yeah. All right, next day. Normal, quick, or slow?
Normal.
Normal. How about this? I'm just going to assume normal, and if it's ever quick or slow, you let me know.
Yep.
All right, so today, let's get our 2 navigation checks. It's strong wind and moderate rain.
Ow.
That is a failure and a pass.
13.
Yep. And what are we doing now? Are we continuing to follow the coast? Do we want to know where we're at? What are we doing?
I'd say we can just until we get to this bit right here, until the
Sure,
the
how will
land
you know
starts
when you reach
curving-
there?
When the land starts curving completely west.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that works too. Ow! I fuck God! Ow! Put my tongue on a candy cane.
Oh no!
Military intelligence.
All right, you guys continue to travel, and about 2 hours into the day, no, 1 hour into the day's travel, you reach a place where the coast starts to curve hard to the west.
All right, let's cut like a kind of yeah. There you go.
Okay, let's get a helmsman check.
I have sailing die if you need them maxed
What's the
out.
weather?
Strong wind, moderate rain.
I'll take one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should do.
That's a pass. So you guys cross, and now are we following the coast again?
Yep.
All right. So we just had 2 days of strong wind, so you have covered an insane amount of distance in those days. But
dude.
today we stop for chilling like villains, and
No wind.
next day we have light wind and a rainstorm.
Hell yeah, dude! Fill up them buckets.
Yeah. So we get Jackson. We subtract 1 ration, subtract 1 grog, subtract 1 spice, add 1 day of water. And then we get 2 navigation checks.
Hold on, I'm doing Excel.
He's doing Excel.
I'm
I should add a
excelling.
button to that sheet that automatically subtracts all the travel shit by just clicking it. Okay, that is 1 failure and 1 pass. And today is light wind and a rainstorm, as a reminder. So, are we following the coast again?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's get a helmsman check today.
Okay. I imagine you'll tell us why afterwards.
Yep.
17.
Are we
I'm
keeping that,
also
or are we
once
adding
again
more?
maxed, so feel free to take some.
All right, yeah, I'll take another one. Yeah, it seems good. 20 seems good.
Okay, so at about noon, some fog starts to roll in, and you guys are keeping yourself pretty distant from the coast, and so you actually don't see the coast, so you have to start moving inland, but avoiding rocky formations. And luckily, you get a good indicator that you're going roughly the right direction, because you encounter that goofy-ass circular thing. I don't know if you remember last time we talked about it, it's one of the natural wonders of the world. It's that, like, rumored to be the finger of a god. You guys passed through that.
Paul's Wonder of the World goofy ass circular thing.
Yeah, he gets it. And you guys pass through that, so you don't get lost, luckily, during your during the day of travel. So we're on to the September 6th, -1 ration, -1 grog, -1 spice, 2 navigation checks.
All right.
Minus grog, minus spice, plus ratio.
Plus no bitches, plus no barrels.
Bam.
Moderate wind and light rain today. And 2 passes!
Astounding.
Alrighty, we're cooking today. We're moving quickly along the coast. In fact, we are moving so fast that at about noon, we arrive back at our friendly little cove.
Oh, hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we did that journey in 4 days. All right. Well, you guys arrive here at noon on September 6th. No, it'd be September 7th. What are we doing? Are we just waiting? Is now the long wait beginning?
You know what?
I believe we were going to patrol up and down the coast this time.
Okay.
All right.
We would
think
have to
it's
take
been
that day
long
by
enough.
day if you want to patrol
Long
the
enough
coast.
we could just bing chilling in the little outlet again.
Well, I mean, I thought we were going to switch it up.
It was a strategy thing, but I don't know. Are we really worried about that one guy spreading a rumor?
It's not a rumor. It
I
happened.
wasn't
Well,
particularly
I
worried
don't know,
about
Blake. The facts are confusing.
Who
Yeah,
did or
we
didn't
can-
take
we
anyone
can-
else?
we can just
clothes
bing
is a
shilling in
matter
there.
of debate.
Piracy,
rumor
money
has it-
transfer. I mean, you know.
Rumor
Who's
has
to
it,
say?
I was robbed and
Yeah.
I lost all my money and clothes.
That is
Yeah,
so
we
that is
can-
the rumor, yeah.
Allegedly.
We can just bing shilling in the cove.
All right. Well, since we do have
Being
Aaron
chilling
back,
in the cove.
our wonderful ship
Oh, fuck
watcher,
yeah.
Georg Wallace. Georg, I'd like you to roll me a D3.
Okay.
Exhilarating Aaron gameplay here.
Chill, bro. Chill. Then I'd like you to roll me a.
Dude, I can't believe I played dumbass snort when I could be rolling D3.
Then I'd like you to roll me 2 D10.
This is for like good
Why?
stuff, right?
I'm not answering
8?
that.
All right, 8's pretty
Alex,
good.
Tell us exactly what this is doing.
Well, so basically,
Like how many
there's
crates
this
of
movie called
gold?
Space Jam. No, so you guys sit here in this cove for 8 long, girthy days. And during that time, that is another long rest. So if you guys would like to do any long rest adjacent things, feel free.
Train boat crafting.
Train boat crafting. That is not what the skill is called, as we both know, but yes, you may absolutely train boat crafting.
No?
Can I train swimming
Alex?
more, or did I get that already?
I don't know. I don't know if you have swimming or not. Do you have
I
water vehicles
practiced.
proficiency?
I practiced for 3 days.
Then
so,
you don't even have the start of a proficiency.
then I'll do that again.
Great.
Practice.
Now, I will say swimming is literally one of the most easy things ever, since you're just trying to get swimming and not water vehicles. So just add like 1 out of 4. I mean, as someone who actually did learn to swim as a semi-adult, it did not take that long. So you can add like 1 out of 4. I think it's fine.
1 out of 4.
Yeah.
I feel like you could learn it in a week.
If you try, I think you totally could, but if you're doing it like all day. I did it for like 2 hours a day for a couple weeks, and then I figured it out.
I guess that's okay. Sure.
I'm gonna put
Um,
trained swimmer as a feat. How about that?
Based. Rudol.
Yes. Aaron wishes he was my kind of gambler. Can the kid get another one?
The kid?
Let's go, dude!
he's doing the charges. Okay, I'll be honest. That was on the deck of the ship, bro. Because you didn't mention you were going to the cove, so that was you're a real gambler. Making explosive charges on the deck of my wooden boat.
Hey, Adrian, watch this shit.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah, that's
Is that a demerit? Is he getting a demerit in the Adrian's book of demerits?
You get you get a PP smacking for that one, but not like a literal one.
I don't remember that from the ship contract.
Adrian, don't be a Mythosian about it, all right?
That's why it's metaphorical.
A metaphorical PP smack.
About it.
Yeah, he's about to give me a demerit.
Yeah. All right. Well, Georg Wallace. You're up in the crow's nest, maybe even the Georg's nest, as some have begun to call it, and by some I mean me. And you are up there, looking out towards the ocean. Your mistress, your fair maiden, you are drunk, such is the nature of Georg. And as you squint towards the horizon, you see 1 ship, 2 ship, 3 ship, 4 ship. You see 4 sails on the horizon. They are coming from the northeast, and they seem to be headed easterly. So that would mean that, if we're on the world map, we are on the world map. That would mean that they're roughly here-ish, somewhere along this area, and they're headed eastward. So it seems as if they've gone to the point that they're going to make their crossing.
Can you point it out on the map again?
Yes.
You said it's how many ships?
Okay.
4.
4.
And what kind of ships?
Yeah, so Georg is able to look, and based on the sails, you are dealing with a fleet of half-elven ships, likely Westbar, based on the sail design. And 2 of them look rather large, as in Carax, probably Carax. And then 2 of them are more square-shaped and slower-looking, so they're probably hulks or other sort of merchantman vessels.
Combat vessels, the Carax?
The Carax would be combat vessels, yeah. They're basically the similar class to galley, but they only have sails, not oars.
No. That isn't true piracy.
Pirating ships isn't real piracy.
No, we're not out. Thing is, we're not out for a fight here, right?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of out for a fight, we do need to remove 8. So we need to remove 8 grog and 8 rations and 8 spices.
All right.
See, this is why I wanted a bunch of extra food, so we could just kind of sit here for a while.
Yeah.
Did we get any water?
Yeah, we would have gotten plenty. Let me see. So we got day 1. I'm just going to start saying the type of rain.
We don't know what that converts to in water.
You should. There's a little rainfall yield thing on the Excel sheet that says the number.
6 squares, Eric. I don't understand it.
Okay, so there's light rain, and then in the bottom category it says day of water. So if there's light rain, you get 2 day of water. If it's medium rain, you get 5 day water. If it's rainstorm, you get 11 day water.
All right.
So you get light rain. You get no rain, light rain, no rain, light rain. So you get
all right.
Yeah, all those. Light rains. So we add those one by one.
Snort mark what barrel he's sleeping in there?
No.
No.
He's not gonna write it in common.
Oh, actually, that would be cute. I'll write my newly signed name in common on a barrel.
Okay, I'm gonna take that barrel and fill it with water.
I hate you.
Based. He's so based. Take his feet next. All right, so
take his feet.
It sounds like we are letting this convoy go.
Yes, that's what I'm in support of.
Did you add that water, Eric?
I did, yeah. All right, well, the crew is a bit deflated, but that makes sense. Fighting that convoy would have been nightmarish. Okay, Aaron, roll me a D2.
Okay.
Alrighty. And roll me a 2D10.
Hell yeah, dude.
6 days later, so remove 6 grog, 6
we get another week
ration.
then?
Yeah, true. Yeah, you get a second.
We're
week of
getting
long rest.
mighty low on rations, by the way.
Yeah,
Boat crafting.
I know. This is about this last one is the last I'm gonna wait, I think.
Boat crafting. Okay, and then
Dude, I'm gonna be a master boat crafter at the end of this.
Any water?
Surely.
No
let's see.
water.
No rain, light rain, no rain, no rain, no rain, no rain.
Jeez.
So I think that was the longest drought you guys have experienced in Galadrim, a whole week of no rain.
Did Snort mark another barrel?
This is
No.
evil.
I learned.
Then he has to roll to see if he can fill it.
I'm nomadic.
All right, so you guys are all on the deck. Georg's eyes are getting tired. He's been staring out the ocean for 2 days. You guys switch him out for Snort.
Yeah. Wait, I'm boat crafting. Does that not take the whole day?
Good point. We switch it out for Rudal. Rudal, you are in the crow's nest looking out towards the ocean. You're starting to drift off as the boat moves side to side in the cove. It's so cozy. And then you see a flash of color on the horizon, and you see a white sail crest. This is a ship coming from the south, headed northward. It has a triangular sail, which indicates it as a caravel, which is a very small but quick vessel.
Quicker than ours?
Who knows?
They
Generally
don't got
no,
oars.
but
Okay.
They don't have oars.
Captain, white triangle sail. It's a caravel coming from southbound.
Well, let's hope it has something.
all right.
The
You
flag.
yell for members of the crew to get on the ship. All the
No,
swimmers.
We're just gonna do the
We-
pirate flag.
Ethan, we did promise not to loot ships with a certain flag to General Galenus, so we might want to check.
Oh, yeah, what flag does it have, Alex?
Yeah, so as it emerges over the horizon, let's get a perception check from Rudal.
Alright. Perception.
Or as we call him in the business, Rudal.
Persuasion. It's
14. Yeah, it has the flag of a yellow sun on an orange background.
Definitely Al Sarah.
Is that
Right.
is that the Alceranian flag?
It's one of the Alceranian Emirates, definitely, yeah.
One of the Emirates.
Well,
Yeah, remember,
there's
they're not
only
united.
Emirates. Yeah, we're still in the Emirate phase. There's 4 separate Emirates.
Oh,
But it's not
okay.
Rochette.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't think you guys know. Do you have Al-Taki?
Oh, fuck, it's
flag?
Alceranian. God damn it.
It is Alceranian, yeah.
Why is that bad?
Well, because Amon
That's
inspects
Amon.
for Alceranian cargo or coin.
And don't go back to Amon to sell this. Sell it somewhere else.
That's based. Okay.
Yeah,
Where,
he's
like, we
right.
don't need to go back there.
They're also probably good at record keeping, so if we let these guys live, there's a chance we could just like never go back to Amon, which seems like a bad idea because it seems like a great place to sell stolen goods long term.
Sure, but this isn't our traditional pirating waters anyway, so I'm not too broken up about it.
It could be.
Oh, we're not city staters
No.
anymore. We're Galadrite, the Galadites.
Galadites.
No.
Galadites, thank
Come
you.
on,
Holy
man.
shit.
Your world.
I know, but my brain is rotted.
Galadrites.
Galadrites.
No, I will
how can you
always-
mess up something, Alex. You made it.
It's so
up.
true.
The only true place to pirate is to pirate the Midosians.
Damn.
True.
True.
I hate them
You
so
guys
much.
with the best record keeping here.
I would also like. Oh my god, I almost said boat crafting. Holy shit! I'd like a history check from Adrian.
Okay.
Can't we ask Aziz?
A what? What are you gonna ask him?
Great. I have proficiency
Hey,
in
what's the
that.
deal with these
A
guys?
19?
Yeah. So, couple things. One, the ship is now better into view, so you can make a couple details out. One, it is clearly headed northward. It's going to probably pass you so that it can get to the easternmost extent of Galadrim and then hop over the Hammer's Fall. Probably. That's your guess.
Okay.
In terms of size, it's a caravel, which typically has a crew of. I just had it up. I want to say like 10 or something. Let me check. A crew of 15,
Right.
minimum size, 15 to 30. Most of which obviously are not Marines, most of which would be sailors. The flag I don't think you recognize, but we do recognize that thing is loaded down with cargo based on how low it is to the water.
Could they outrun us?
Probably not.
Probably not like that, no.
Sink them.
If you want, you can pull Aziz to the deck, though. If you want to do true racial profiling, you'll also pull Crab up. Yes.
Sure, why not? We'll get both of them. See if either of them. Well, actually, no, I won't do Crab because I know that Crab is.
You know for a fact he's not House Iranian.
Yeah, no, I will not pull Crab up.
All right, you pull Aziz up. He's cleaning some sawdust off of his hands and squints into the distance. He looks at you.
You know what flag that is?
Yes, it's the Emirate of Al-Habab.
Al-Habab. Where's that?
It is based out of the city of Qa'a.
Oh.
I don't think that narrows it down for him.
Okay. No, I mean, I do know, isn't Quaz this one? Or,
Yeah.
Fuck. This
It
one's
is that
up here,
one, yeah.
right, Alex?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It likely contains gunpowder.
Ooh. All right, that's perfect because we weren't planning on selling any of that down here anyway. Okay. All right, I say we go after it
Also,
then.
Ethan, like Qua'a and Saint Knezer are like they don't like each other. They like have no particular loyalty to each other. So this doesn't even fuck over our like Amon connection.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go out and get them then.
Okay. You raise the Duthiel Squadron flag of piracy. You call on all the people on the beaches. They get on board the vessel. The vessel is slowly creeping closer. And just as you're about to open up the sail, it seems as if they spot your ship. And they go eastward, out into the Hammer's Fall.
This
You
is
intend
where
to
we
follow
pursued
them?
the last one.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is. All right, you guys raise your sail, you navigate out of the little cove that you were in, and you begin to press eastward. You send the head oarsman down Erner to beat on a drum so that the oarsmen, push as hard as they can. You are pursuing at a rapid speed, and the caravel begins to do a semaphore message. The message is a simple one. It takes a while to transmit, though, because they're going letter by letter, but the ultimate translation that is delivered to you by one of the afterguard is that we will detonate.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, huh. That's
Another bluff.
concerning.
Did you just say call their bluff?
All their bluff. Start shooting at them.
That's
so
insanity. Holy Blake, he's so Giga Chad.
Fuck.
It's a crazy line for them to pull out. So base.
It really is.
A real pirate would start shooting.
We should
Okay.
use that.
We should use that.
We should use we will detonate.
Yeah,
And
next
you
time
might-
we get pulled over.
Yeah.
All right, Alex,
Oh my government.
what's our cannon range?
Your cannon range is, I believe, it's 3,000 feet.
Kill us all.
Okay. How close are we?
Could you imagine getting pulled over by a police officer on the highway and you reply with, "I'll kill us all if you get any close."
You are currently about a mile or two back.
All right. I'm going to tell them to send a semaphore. Stop and surrender, or we will open fire.
The guy asked you to make that way shorter.
Oh, stop.
You should just say, "So will
Stop!
we."
Stop, or we shoot. What about that?
Stop or shoot. Stop or shoot.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Stop
okay,
or
cool.
shoot.
Yeah, they begin the process of translating that one word at a time with flags, and by the time it's fully translated, you're about a mile out, and no
I
response
thought we were
comes.
already a mile out.
Well, you were a mile or two. You're like a mile and a half.
Okay. All right. I'll wait till we get within 3,000 feet.
Okay, you guys are now out in the proper Hammer's Fall. You cannot see land.
Okay.
What's our
And
plan?
I'm gonna. Is this disadvantage at this point?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it really matters though, because we have all the time and literally all of the shot in the world. So, I'm just gonna stay here and.
Well, to be
Fucking-
clear, you
so
don't have all
here's-
the time. Your cannon can only shoot in a certain number of times per hour.
Why? Is it like
It
limited
needs to
by,
cool down.
Load or cooling down?
Yeah.
Okay. Boys, here's my thought process, right?
Yeah, I want that.
If we get too close, they're just gonna blow up the ship, right?
Allegedly.
Versus,
Allegedly.
yeah, allegedly. Versus if we stop out here and just kind of pepper them for a little bit, it might blow up, or we might kill enough of the sailors that like.
Well, if you start killing sailors, then
won't be
the
able to
rest
do
of them
that.
wanting to suicide bomb gets. Well, actually, no, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know about.
Because it only
Suicide
takes
pact
5 sailors to
psychology.
light a match.
Suicide pact psychology.
I don't know if you start killing some of them, if the rest of them are more likely or less
And
likely
then,
to go for it.
and then the ship will blow up anyway, right?
The
And
problem
so
is,
we're-
I
How
don't
do
see
we
how this
tell?
ends in you getting their cargo though.
if we kill all the sailors without sinking the ship, which A, how will we know we've killed all the sailors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if
Like
they
just
do
for context,
that,
I'm
how
pretty
would
sure
we
caravels have
know?
like barely any HP. I'm pretty sure you'll sink this if you hit it like twice. I'll have to double check though. Oh no, they're actually
Even if
pretty
they
tanky.
stop, how would we know that they're not just gonna like wait till we get close? And just
Blow up.
blow it out?
Yes. So do we just abandon the pursuit then? Is that the answer?
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Because we have to go back to Amon. Then.
I'm just picturing
Well, not
one,
Amon, sorry. We
one
can-
like Alceranian guy's in the lower hold waiting for you guys to approach. All of his friends are dead. He lights a match and just kills everyone on the Defiance.
That would be
we'd
such a
have to
cool
go
way
to-
for the game to end.
True.
Here's the other thing. We only have 3 days of
Yeah.
rations, so if we get pulled into the Hammers Fall,
All right, we have to go to Ariadon then. We have to abandon the pursuit and head there then.
Ugh. We're
All right.
cowards. It's Jover.
Let's get to.
Yeah.
So we spent the better part of the day following this. Well, better part. I mean, like 3 hours. But we spent a couple hours following this vessel out into the Hammers Fall. So let's get 2 navigation checks to figure out where we're at and do our normal travel stuff for the day.
right?
Giga Chad gunpowder vessel.
Fucking guys, dude.
Let's roll weather.
Crazy that it worked.
Yeah. You guys are
I don't know if it's that crazy. That it works,
75
dude.
miles
It's not.
east of Iridion.
How much?
75.
75. Alright. So around here.
So where are we going?
Back. I'd say back to land.
We're just going
Yeah.
directly west then?
Northwest.
Yeah.
Okay,
we're-
well,
we're
what's
going
our angle
northwest.
of what angle northwest are we going?
Like that. 45.
Like,
yeah.
There's 2 lines on my screen. Okay, that one.
Red
Okay,
one.
cool. Sounds good. So we spent half the day traveling. So yeah, okay, cool. So we head inland. We head back to land. The crew is a bit deflated. We get there in about an hour. We get back to land, and we start to curve around the peninsula, the Horn of Galadrim. Cool. Alrighty. Well, we move on to September 21st. Remove a day of grog and ration.
Alright.
Next day, let's get ourselves navigation, and we don't need helmsmen since we're traveling along the coast.
And there's no rain last day, right?
Yesterday there was moderate rain.
Moderate rain. Ooh.
Moderate
So
rain.
that's
Medium,
5
yeah.
barrels?
It is
Or
5
5
barrels,
days?
yeah.
Or 5 days? Okay.
Yeah. So with your navigation checks, you pass both. Unfortunately, there is no wind today, so we are moving barely anything. Alrighty. Next day, we go on to September 22nd. Subtract another ration, grog, and spice. And let's get 2 navigation checks. How are we doing in terms of supplies?
We got 1 day of ration.
That's cool.
Good thing we're only a day away, right?
Well, he also subtracted them at the beginning of the day, so we evolved tomorrow.
Ooh, look at that roll. Shame
Max
to be
roll.
wasted here.
Yeah, how do you think the rain is? Or sorry, how do you think the wind is? What do you think it is? Gut instinct, Jebson.
Super high, like incredible,
Yeah.
like good
Well, you
all
do
in an
pass
hour.
both of those, but it's no wind and light rain.
God damn it, Alex. Fuck.
Do we spend more rations on a fast day? I know it's an exhaustion.
I don't
but
believe so.
Then we should just call fast to make the most out of our rations, right?
How much faster is fast on a day with no wind?
A lot.
On a day with no wind, it's double.
Well, that's it on every. I more about how much. Fuck, dude. How far do we travel on a day with no wind?
On average,
45?
about 10 miles.
Fuck.
10 miles?
10
Oh.
miles, because it's
So we're
pure
going
rowing
20
with
miles.
no wind.
We're going 20 miles as compared to 10 miles, and we're taking a level of exhaustion for it.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Well, so we did pass both those navigation checks, so we are, after movement on September 2nd, we are 30 miles east of Iridion.
And the coast slopes straight south.
Yeah,
Have we started going south, or we're like at the slope?
you're at the slope.
Damn, so we're like right here.
Yeah, I'd say we fucking. Well, I suppose 2 days of fast would get us there.
Or just literally 1 day of wind.
We'll go normal. We'll go normal today.
All right, next day, remove 1 ration, remove 1 grog, remove 1 spice. If we don't get to Iridion today, we need to talk about food. All right, let's see what the weather's like. Jackson, roll navigation first, then I'll tell you what the weather's like. Both of those pass. It is light wind and a rainstorm. So we gain 10 barrels of water. You don't need to add
Water's
all those
food.
if you don't want to, by the way, because you're going to have to fill up some of those barrels with rations in the future. So you can actually add no water if you don't want to.
Might as well, and can always dump it out.
Fair enough. And we're just following the coast, right?
How far do we travel on a light wind day on average?
On average, who knows? You just know the average general speed of the Defiance.
I mean, who knows? What? Okay, whatever.
How are you measuring this?
You fucking take a rope that has a bunch of knots at no lengths, put it in the water, see how many knots pass in a certain amount of time, and calculate from there.
Yeah, what if the speed's changing throughout the course of the day?
That's why it's averaged.
That's why, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You're right. That is
that's
why it's
why it's
average. This is why
average.
I gave the average number of 90 miles per day. If you want to do the average speed of a light wind day, yeah, it just
Yeah,
wind speed
I-
changes all the time. I refuse to do this. We're not going this granular because technically the real answer is that wind speed changes constantly. Light wind days are also an average because in general wind changes hour to hour. So sometimes you'll be getting gusts. I don't know. We're not going that granular. 90 miles of average speed a day.
Fringe.
All right, all right, fine. Well, I mean, it's
realism-
like
my
it's like
realism-
mega
Make it
important
anyway.
here because if we go 40 miles a day, on light wind, then like we could do.
Well,
this.
the answer is you
We
wouldn't
have to do
know.
that,
You wouldn't be able to know. So you have to guess. You have to guess
After
how
a
far to go.
lifetime of sailing, he wouldn't know.
Again, it's an average of an average, and we're not going to do hour by hour wind things. I refuse to get that granular.
We're going 90 miles. Let's just say we're going 90 miles.
All right, we'll follow the coast then.
Okay. Your ship travels, and for most of the day, you just see jungle. But in the last hour, as bellies are starting to growl because lunch has already been eaten, you see lights in the distance, and slowly the familiar port, well, actually not familiar because I don't think you've been here before. Maybe you stopped here briefly, but the
We
port,
drove by it, but
yeah, you drove by it, yeah. The port of Iridion comes into view, a city of living trees and many settlements. And I assume we're headed into the harbor?
Yeah.
Alrighty. The harbor master comes out to greet you, asks the ship name, how many people are on your ship, and how long you'll be staying for.
The Defiance, 110, and just the day to refill it.
Alrighty, 1 Electrum.
Electrum
Jackson,
taking it off.
Jackson.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And it is early evening, so some shops would still be open if we would like to go do our purchases.
Yes.
Yes, that'd be good.
So, the quartermaster and the captain head off. I have a question as we're doing these purchases. So, My understanding is the reason why we went out the second time to go do some piracy is because we wanted to get more than just profit good. We wanted to get profit excellent. But we are currently well within the profit good category. So after we resupply, are we planning on going out pirating? There we go. Pirating
Yes.
again?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah, we'll do it one
Yeah.
more time, and then we'll head up north.
Okay.
We deserve one more lick.
Deserve.
He's right.
All right. Well, then I
I-
yield
if-
my time to the
if I
quartermaster. What are we? Oh yeah, Blake, please.
I mean, we still haven't sold any of the amber. There's still a lot of stuff we can lose to still get us well within a profit grade that we don't know the full amount that we have. I don't
Coward.
know. It
Coward.
seems well. Okay, if you let me finish, asshole.
Got him.
Right now, at this point, we've just been leaking money,
Yep.
and I think it's just better to lock it in and try and sell the things that we do have and get that up, or rather than just buying food, get nothing back, buying food, getting nothing back.
We made $1 million last
Yeah.
time, right?
1.7 million.
Have you considered that you have to spend money to
We've-
make money?
We've spent maybe $100,000, like 100 gold on food so far.
Yeah,
And
well,
we've
we're
made
also
$1
on a
million.
timer to to not
Are
get
we?
caught in storms.
Oh. Well,
Like up north.
no, that's
Kind of,
storms,
yeah.
storms are good. Storms are good.
I don't see it being that big of a deal.
We'll make more than we spend, and also we could get super great instead of just kinda great if we sell all this stuff and loot another ship.
Buy a second ship even.
Oh god. Alright, maybe not that.
Defiance 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
We can have 2 Defiance campaigns going. Fuck the rest of Valeros. It's only a pirate game.
I think Blake does make a good point about the storms, but if you're not concerned about the storms at all, then yeah, fuck it.
Oh, storms are good. But Blake, I do think that's a reasonable point. But yeah, we made $1 million in the last one. So if we spend,
Almost 2.
right, we're getting like 10x returns here, I think.
Yeah.
But
I
that's
think
no guarantee that we're able to replicate that level of amount. Plus, we still haven't sold everything that we've even gotten from that.
Scarcity.
So who's
Yeah,
to
but-
say?
I mean, that's an argument to
don't-
say that we're going to make even more money. So that's good.
we don't have I guarantee it's not going to be double the amount of money we already have, which is what profit excellent would be.
All right.
That's why we're only doing it one more time. I don't think it's going to. I'm not massively
One
concerned
more
about
time.
Celebrate,
that
we
stuff.
gotta celebrate.
One more
Gotta
time
kill
for
some
the-
people who did nothing wrong.
Let it be known, by the way, I think Kaheen actually extended this campaign by 10 sessions, which is incredibly impressive.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Unironically.
Because, like,
Wait.
there's
None
a
of this would've
direct domino
happened.
chain of Kaheen doing the slave thing, and then this, like, whole piracy arc, and we have been in Galadrim for almost
Weren't we
5
going to be
sessions.
doing Galadrim piracy already?
That was not in my outline for the campaign ever. I did not think you were going to stop
We
at
were-
Galadrim to do this.
We were planning on it.
Wait,
but
where did you think we were
we
going to do
also spent,
piracy?
Like,
I didn't think you were going to do
5
piracy. I thought you were just
sessions
going to assume that you would. I thought you were going to maybe, like, on your way, you would just pirate maybe one ship and then continue on your way and then sell all your shit when you got to Tucson, get the contract money, and call it good.
Oh, wow.
The only reason you need to make this much money is because you're trying to get Ethan to make a profit on his investment. Like, the crew would be totally
Right.
fine with a
Oh,
good profit
that's-
model. If you guys just go to Tucson right now, your crew would be thrilled.
I also want more money though.
Sure.
Dude, I want to see some storms. They'll keep talking about storm threats, and I am so in.
You are Amogus. That's what I'm going to say.
Dude, do not say that to me.
So, Quartermaster San. What? Anyways, what do we want to buy in the harbor?
Yeah, wait, unpack that for me.
No.
Yeah, I want to hear. What did he mean by that?
I have to
He's
leave in
watching
29
too much
minutes.
Yeah, when are we gonna get like a Critical Role style Amazon Prime animated show? But
Yeah, of
it's
Snort and
Voyages of the
Slavery.
Defiance.
And
So true.
I was like, start working on it, but
Snort and slavery.
What are we buying?
Food.
How much? So each day costs a total of, here in this city, will cost you, getting there, I'm cooking, 17 gold per day.
17. Okay.
In this city,
that's a
yeah.
lot.
What?
Yeah.
They're like
Why?
pouring in a famine or whatever.
Well, a 2-pound ration costs 80 pence, and you have 110 people on your ship.
Cost $80 for a meal.
Ration, a travel ration, not a meal. And yeah, in the city, that's how much travel rations cost right now.
Fuck that. We're going somewhere else. What?
Well, you have no food in your
17
ship
gold
at the
per
moment.
day. Right.
Here's the thing: we can buy like enough to get across to like Hassan or whatever, where they're probably gonna arrest
I'll
us.
Sure.
Just go to Linthel. Just buy
Where
enough.
they're going to arrest us.
It takes one fucking day to get to Linthel.
Dude,
Yeah.
if we only spend $400, then we can just go to somewhere where they'll arrest us.
For a
Why-
mere $500, you can get arrested in Regberg.
True.
Why do the rations cost so much? Like, I'll ask.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they're poor!
I mean, basically, yeah. So the answer is that travel rations are a very particular type of food. Only certain foods can be actually kept for long periods and still be tasty. And then here in Galadrim, there is endemic famine, and this year is no exception. Especially going into the winter, rations are only going to increase in price because it is currently September, which is harvest season. And as numbers are coming in, it's clear that there will not be enough food to feed everyone.
Oh, so everywhere in Galadrim it's going to cost this much.
Well, it's going to cost more than normal.
Where would it be cheaper?
Where they don't care
shopkeeper
about
doesn't
feeding their
know that
people.
answer.
Endar it is.
I mean, literally. You don't mind buying some mystery meat? I'm sure you could easily get some stuff in Pendar.
Everyone knows that it's the new golden capital of trade in the world.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what they told us.
That is what they
Oh,
said,
no.
yeah.
How much of Galadrim do you have to see to understand that this is just like a shithole? It's
Guys, why is this stuff so expensive in Somalia?
Dude, we understand. That's why we're here. It's easy
Yeah,
to
they're
take
here to
things
prey
from
on it.
people.
They're preying on your
I'm-
country.
I'm just
rob a-
appalled that Ethan had the goal just to be like, why is it so expensive here?
I didn't know there was famine here. What?
There's got to be like a amnesty ship from Hassan we could just scab.
Yeah,
from,
you
right?
think Hathan is sending supply ships to fucking Galadrim?
What part of like 100 years of war do you not understand, bro? Like,
Hey, water is not like expensive here. What?
True,
There
water
are-
is
Jackson,
not
are you
not
trying
everything
to
is
loot
expensive.
humanitarian aid?
Yeah, that's what I said.
God.
So where does this leave us, guys?
I think it leaves us going to Fendar.
Yeah?
Buying enough
I-
rations to go to Fendar. Yeah,
Great.
Wait,
Well,
why aren't we going to Linthel first?
because they're the same like jurisdiction as Iridian, so it'll
That
be
is
like,
true.
maybe a few gold cheaper at best.
they are a part of the Trade Federation.
And you're gonna have to pay a harbor master fee.
That is also true. Though
Okay,
Fendar
that's
has
like what? One?
yeah, that's true.
Oh, don't we also? Fendar's the one with the weird bureaucracy that we have to like be members of the fucking city in order to get
Not
in.
at all.
No,
That's the,
Fendar
like,
is the exact opposite.
That's the pirate city.
No, I
where we
meant
just
sorry.
showed
Fuck,
up.
I meant Linthel.
Oh, Linthel, yes. Linthel is that city, yeah.
maybe if we go to this part of Somalia, food will be cheap.
Fucking God, Blake.
He's right. Yeah,
Okay,
so
that's
on
what,
average, you could get to
3 days?
Fendar in 2 days.
Let's buy 3 days of rations here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only
Or-
a massive
okay.
amount of gold. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, just to be clear, just so we set expectations, the cheapest you will ever be able to buy rations for is going to be 2 gold per ration. So you're still going to be
Remember, it was
dropping
5
a lot of
Yeah,
money.
that is way better.
Yeah, no, it is.
so
I'm just
much
saying.
better
I'm just
than
saying. Just get us a baseline for how much they normally cost. So yeah,
There were 5
okay.
in Mythosia, I remember.
5. Yeah, that makes sense. Mythosia would upcharge foreigners, 100%. Yeah, so it's going to cost you 52 gold and 8 electrum for 3 days of rations.
That's crazy. All right.
Insanity. Actual fucking insanity.
Virtual insanity.
How dare they not skimp their own population for meager sums of money? God.
There is no bit. That's how Ethan feels. All right, so we buy 3 days of food.
My honest opinion.
So the next day, on the wonderful date of September 23rd, we will leave the harbor. Let's make our 2 navigation checks. We're traveling along the coast today, so that's cool. And it is light wind with no rain, a true classic.
Navigator's check.
Yep. Unless you already have maxed out dice because you're just following the coast.
Oh, I do, yeah.
Then you're just following the coast. And you're in the city of Viridion. So, are we just following the coast the entire day?
Until it starts curving back.
Okay. Well, at the very end of the day, we
East.
come within sight of Linthel, and then the sun goes down. So we're a little bit north of Linthel
Okay,
when
yeah.
we
Yeah, that's
dock
fine.
for the
We'll
evening.
just camp out there.
Cool. Next day, let's remove a ration. Let's remove a grog. Let's remove a water, and then a spice.
Why not grog? Why water?
Well, because you'd want to use the water first, right?
I guess. If that makes sense.
It does.
Okay, you're gonna do a side watch.
I need a helmsman check.
What? Like before we even start the next day?
Yep.
What the fuck?
But coastline. But
Would you
coastline,
like
Alex.
to? Would you? Yeah, you are on the coastline. Would you like to get additional dice?
7, 8, 9, 12.
Actually, sorry, I should tell you the weather conditions before, because that is going to massively impact what you choose to stay
Yeah.
at. At
I get rid
about
of
3 in
five.
the morning, a storm is going to hit the Defiance.
Yeah.
Can we just go to Linthel really quick?
You can try. That's why we're making a helmsman check. You
Uh,
can try to do a lot of
Let's
things.
go.
But regardless, we need a
1,
helmsman check.
2, 3, 4, 5. Jackson, I feel like this is a really important thing to fucking do.
Yeah.
The chance of storms
And
are so
we're-
low, and you guys are just been getting so many.
We're at like,
It's-
what, 12?
Fucking snort.
Total number is, yeah, the snort factor. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're at 13.
How about you roll better and make this easier?
We're at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
20. Yeah, 20 it is.
Okay, we stay at 20.
That was horrible.
And that does beat the travel DC, but I'm just going to let you know now, it is equal to it. So that was bare.
Yeah.
If you had gone,
Yeah.
literally one less. So since you passed the travel DC, you will be awoken by one of the Night Watch, Crab or somebody else, to inform you the storm is coming. You have very little time to act. You have basically an hour probably. So you can push to Linthel, but that is going to be an exhaustion maneuver. Not because it takes a long time, but because it is going to be every oarsman, full battle speed, the entire crew on top deck, opening the sails to their absolute fullest, trying to squeak a total of, I think it's like 10 miles, 9 miles? Yeah, 8 miles in 1 hour, which is not impossible. It's just, it's a lot of work. So
yeah,
are we
that's
doing it?
probably for the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone on the crew takes level of exhaustion as
No,
you
come on.
push towards
Stay.
Linthel as quickly as humanly
Stay.
possible. You go inside the sheltered cove harbor. A harbor master lets you in at 4:30 in the morning, and you will be charged a gold for coming in late for a late harbor
that's-
fee.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
Yeah.
the storm passes you by and goes out towards the open Gulf of Galadrim.
Damn it. Damn it. This
All
sucks.
right, so everyone has a level of exhaustion. Make sure to add those to your sheet. I will add it to the 2 missing people real quick.
How much is, I suppose we'll get to that. Never mind.
I want to call out to the storm as it passes us.
Yeah, it's the
Um,
closest it gets with you is like several miles away still. But
I know. So
Yeah.
from very far away, I will yell out, I'm sorry I've missed you. I will see you next time, cousins.
All right. Well, after the storm leaves you, it is light wind and light rain, and that is the weather you travel into. So we already made it. Now we get 2 navigation checks, and we are in the harbor of Linthel. Where do we want to go?
That.
Okay.
Could we check grub prices while we're here?
You cannot enter the city.
Yeah, this is the stupid, the Costco city. You have to be a member.
Costco City. That's so funny. It's not even that wrong either. All right, cool.
Yeah, if we go south.
So we decided to
wanna,
go
like-
south. Let's get our 2 navigation checks.
Do we want to go this way or just like cut straight down? Chad.
Chad,
Straight down.
Chad.
We're
Chad.
on
Chad, because we could do some piracy.
You also have 1
Can
day
I
of
roll
food
the
left.
navigator check first?
Yeah, we also have
Sure.
1 day.
I'm guessing first one would be a success, second one fail.
Correct.
Or what's the weather?
Yeah. The weather is light wind, light rain, and fog banks.
Yeah, so. I don't know, I guess. Cut straight
All right,
down.
I kind of need a good helmsman check on this then.
I only
you
have
do.
1 sailing die, so.
Did I use all of them?
I have
you did
1,
use a lot. Well, you just gained back 1 if you
I
passed
I
the
have
check.
2. I have 2.
He has 2.
Five,
Pog,
six.
2.
Okay.
All right,
Guidance,
helmsman
some
check.
helmsman check. Alex, that
I
was
think
the
I'm
one
gonna
thing.
use. I think I might use both of them checks.
Alright.
What, Blake?
Yeah. All right, a 16.
Guidance
He wants to
on
use
the
guidance.
helmsman?
No, you're not guiding the fucking day-long helmsman check.
Oh, those no.
I'm guiding.
I'm guiding. I'm
I'm
guiding.
I'm guiding.
I'm guiding.
Snort did it, why can't he? He did
Snort did
cast
not do
water or
that.
whatever.
That's not
He
the same
cast
thing.
water.
No, it's you can cat. It's the. Oh, actually.
You said if he did it every 6 seconds, he could do it, but it's
Okay, also, Snort was like, fucked beyond belief, could not talk afterwards, had a ruined throat, had exhaustion. So you know what, sure, if Blake wants to not be able to speak for several days afterwards, take exhaustion, plus
think
Elvis
that's
ratio,
what
yes.
Alex
fine
said
with these
was okay.
turns. These are
Yeah.
great turns.
In
Yeah.
which
I
case,
also
then
have
sure.
like an entire other job to do, so
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth
Wait,
it.
yeah, that's a good, yeah, no.
He has a
Um,
bosun's mate, put Snort on it, he guides us.
All right.
Yeah. Wait. No. Yeah. No. Have Snort guide us away from the storm. Trust
No,
him.
no, you would be a bosun, and then Grudel would guide us.
Nah, I don't know. I like this other idea.
Regardless,
Who
we're
had
not
that?
guidancing,
Who had
so
the
you
other
guys
idea?
travel southward for the day, with light wind and light rain. And later in the day, as the sun begins to lower and dusk starts to fill the sky, the city of Fendar appears in the distance, a beautiful shining beacon of servitude and slavery and oppression. And you slide into that city's harbor, and as you approach the harbor master's office, you see price of local commodities, and with beauty and wonder and tears streaming down your cheeks, you see the price of a ration in this city is the normal price with only a markup of 1%. So functionally, no change. So that means that a day of
Alhamdulillah.
rations costs 2 gold here. 2 gold
See,
for
Blake?
the entire ship.
Just because the whole country is a shithole doesn't mean rations should be that expensive.
It's simple, if you don't
Goes
care
to the
about the quality
slavery
of
city
your
and says,
God.
your country should be more like this.
I think
They
it's
got
just
good
'cause they don't
prices.
yeah, they don't give a shit if they don't feed most of their people.
True.
True.
Is that not? Fuck. Is that not exactly? I can't finish that sentence.
You know, I get it now. I get why Ethan hates McDoja. It's just because they treat him like a normal person and not like.
Dude, mercantilism is so cool.
Alrighty, so we show up in harbor, we get the quote, how much would we like to purchase? And you know what's even crazier? You also still get your quartermaster discount depending on how much you buy.
Hell yeah, dude.
We should just get enough to get to, like.
We're doing piracy.
No, I'm saying we should get enough to go all the way, like to do our piracy, and then it's gonna be hard to find prices this good.
This will be as cheap as it gets.
You can also get a couple extra bodies if you want, like.
Nah.
Oh wait, how much is a slave?
Currently, prices are actually lowered. There's a bit of a fire sale considering winter is coming and a lot of them will die of starvation. So the average price is currently hovering around a gold.
Cat.
Damn, we should have waited.
Yeah, when's Crab gonna turn this one poor bastard
Bro,
into
he
a
said he
cat?
needed weeks to research. He needs more time.
Yeah, it's been weeks.
He needs
It's
more
been weeks.
time. You can't rush
And
art.
actually, it has been like
It has
3
been
or 4
weeks, okay? You just can't
Al-
rush
Also,
art.
when's Andre gonna turn into a wolf again? I wanna be
Technically, he
keeping track.
already, that happened like in the city of Amon, but you just locked him up and then you.
Okay,
done.
cool.
It's not really a thing because you know how to deal with it now, so. Which is funny to say that it's not really a thing that he turns into a werewolf, but it isn't.
Yeah, it's kind of part of the gig.
Yeah, and he just for 3 days at the start of the month, he's just fucked beyond belief.
All right. Well, yeah, we can buy like fucking 60 days then, or some shit like that, right?
I don't think you can fit that much in your ship unless you want to start buying more barrels.
How much can we fit on our ship?
Well, if technically you could fit, like, if you're willing to buy more barrels, tons, but currently I think you can only fit like 20 something, 26 days.
Yeah, we'll just buy more barrels.
Sure. Okay, then how many days do we want?
Well, we said we wanted a bunch of extra, right?
Yeah.
So, does 60 sound good?
60 days sounds great.
Okay. So that'll cost us, let me go do the exact math again. It's 20 times this number times 60. So it's going to be 132 gold.
Right.
I'll wait for you to subtract that, and then we'll talk about barrels, because we need 105 barrels. Barrel math, barrel math, barrel math.
Subtract it.
Okay. Then barrels, we're buying 105, yeah. 105, which will cost us 26 gold.
26 gold.
Cool. It is done. We have 60 days of rations. We are carrying almost 30 tons of cargo, all of which is just food and water. Oh, I guess cannons too. All right. Well, I'm sure
Did we
there's
sell our moss?
no.
Not here, no.
We're also like giving some of it to that one homie, the Marine.
Correct, but it's
Yeah.
not going to impact the amount you have in storage. You have 20 pounds. You have a bale of fire moss.
Yeah.
So I do need to end a bit early this week. So since the next thing we're going to do is going to be a whole can of worms, more piracy, potential combat encounters, etc., etc., I think we'll end it here. It is September 25th, 1275. Oh, big news in the city, by the way. The city of Al Sagira, the last of the independent emirates of Al Sarah, has fallen, and the Al Saranian Empire has been declared.
Let's go.
Me.
So the Emirates
Ali
no longer
bin.
exist. Ali bin did his job, yeah. Last Bastion happened this month, as of like 2 weeks ago.
Cool. Hi.
Yeah. Alrighty, so next week we'll come back, attempt piracy again, and maybe get moving to kill somebody. I'm sure Lord Rossel is malding in the city-state. He gave out this job like fucking months and months and months ago. But hey, that's okay. So,
What's he gonna do? Kill the captain?
yeah. Teleports to Western Valorous, kills your captain, leaves, promotes Georg to the new captain.
Oh, dear God.
Wait a minute, I don't like that.
Based. Alrighty, so
Aaron
yeah.
doesn't want the one thing most players would die for.
Yeah. That's why he's a true Giga Chad, a real Cincinnatus. All right, cool. Well, we'll figure out when we can play next, and I think that is all for now.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye,
Bye,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Euro was hungover, that's why he wasn't here.
No, no.